Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Okay, so we said it's split now, so I'm about to go just get prepared at the crib, and I'll meet y'all over there in the other panel. Thanks for having me on once again, bro.
Hey, no problem.
Nice meeting you, my dude. It's nice meeting you, Smoke.
Hey, yeah, we'll definitely be talking soon.
Shaking, making split-second decisions.
This is my old drone right here that the batteries all of a sudden, apparently if you don't use it, your drone, if you got a drone and you don't use it a while, the batteries go into fail mode. So so the batteries ain't no good. So
that's some BS right there.
So basically, either I had to buy a new battery, which they don't sell these batteries anymore. So the battery by itself, they wanted to charge $150 per battery that only lasts 14 minutes. Where this was $300, so it was like for double the price, I get a newer drone, and this one could only film 1080p. So it's like, well, let me just go ahead and get a new drone. All right, now how do we open this thing up? Okay, we crispy in here. Okay. God, that's a little drone right here. I thought this one was small, but this one actually packs up actually a little bit smaller. It's a little bit thicker, but this one actually, I can put this in my pocket on.
Yeah, I was about to say, could you put it in your pocket?
Nice.
Yeah, I could probably put this in my pocket. All right, cool, man. Hey, I appreciate all the subscribers and people. Hit the cash out, everything, man. I appreciate all y'all. I'm definitely gonna fly the shit out of it, but I'm gonna practice tomorrow in a nice state.
Yeah, you see, now you're hyped with the drone. At first, you're like, well, I don't even want one.
No. Hold on, backpack. You know the conversation was, hey,
salute.
I don't fly a drone like that, but I hope you would agree at this point that it is a lot easier to navigate the back channels of YouTube with a laptop.
Yes,
because at the time you were operating on a phone.
Exactly.
And I was like, yo, you cannot control YouTube the right way on your phone.
No, you're right.
I wanted you to get a laptop first before you got a drone, but this is cool. Do I still want my M1 MacBook? Absolutely. But yeah, this is cool. This is a nice little consolation prize right now. So yeah.
Hey, yo, Q, before you take it for a test ride, don't forget to hit the return feature so it don't get lost.
For sure. I need to make sure
the return setting.
Yeah, thank you, because I definitely didn't know about that. About to fly my shit to Mars.
Yeah, for sure.
Still going.
Mm-hmm. Barber World was just talking about how he lost his drone the other day.
Yeah, get the return setting. Make sure you hit the return.
Yeah, this
will come back automatically.
I'll get it wherever it's at. Not with how much I pay for it. Nope.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I'm getting it. I don't care if it's in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh, you can actually take the little controls off. Oh shoot! Oh, you can actually take the controls off so it'll be more flat. That was the problem with the other one. The controller didn't like pack away flat. So that's actually pretty cool. So you can put like the controller in your pocket too, or your little backpack. Oh, that's actually pretty dang cool. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna charge this joint up tonight and take it for a test spin tomorrow morning. Hopefully. And yeah, man, this is gonna be huh. I appreciate y'all, man. Dang, this joint light. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, that was the unboxing of my DJI Mini SE. Yeah, that's really cool. All right, so J Morg over here. Let me read some of the rest of these comments, and then I'm gonna get off here and go over to J Morg channel and talk some unfiltered filth. And
that's my specialty. I'll be in the chat.
What's a good massage place in So? Maybe answer that. Damn, I done went to the supermarket, had dinner, went swimming, and had dessert, and y'all still rocking. Keys, you're a legend already. Hey man, I'm trying to keep it going, man. I appreciate everybody who rocks with me. I'm trying to keep this thing going, just giving good conversation, good tips, and we hit. What made you pick that one over the other mates drones? DJI is I had the Phantom 4 back in the day with a huge drone. I used this one with pretty good success. I think DJI just makes pretty good drones.
Industry standard.
I picked the one that was the cheapest for the one that was still in stock, and that was this was $299 because I got a lot of trips going, and like I was telling Backpack earlier today, was that when you're a YouTuber, you kind of got to pick between the trips that people want to see, the equipment that you need to make it happen, and also the promotion of your channel. So you got to encompass all of those things. So you got to figure out, you can't necessarily splurge like my laptop. The laptop I want right now is about $3,000. But if I splurge, would it be better if I splurge on a laptop, or if I use that $3,000 and went to 3 different countries and had a blast? Y'all probably would say go on a trip so y'all can see more footage. But if it's hard for me to edit the footage, that's a problem too. And then, so it's figuring out what you want to do. So that's why I picked this make and this model, is because it was cheap, and I knew I was getting ready to go on a trip. And also with a drone, I think you shouldn't go crazy with what you spend on the drone, because you could spend $1,200. You crash that joint into the ocean, you're gonna be blown. But $300 is like, I'm blown, but I'm not like devastated.
Yeah, it's not a super L. It's an L, but it's not a super L.
Yeah, for sure. What drone is that?
Light L.
DJI Mini SC is what it's called. Laugh all out. I went for a walk, went to the gym, showered, and came back. Y'all still going in. Yeah. We about to get off though. So about to go to J Mall. I get a massage right across from Terra Linda Resort. Okay. Still in Thailand, by the way. So it's morning here. I know y'all 12 hours ahead. So it's 2 p.m. right now. So that's cool. I'm actually going to get one tomorrow. Okay. Nah, we still on. I had the same one. I love it. Okay, shout out to you, Marshall's Entertainment. Appreciate you being here. Word. Nuka would have flown that joint one time and walked back home with the remote. Yo, hey, yo, if I came back on the track with the remote, like, man, that drone was fire. Dog, that's what I said. I'm going to practice in a nice open field tomorrow morning. I might try to get up real early, go to a field, because I'm thinking about going live tomorrow, like, midday. And I might go to a nice open field, make sure I got everything programmed and updated the right way, and before I take it on my trip, man. If I feel shaky, you might get like 2 seconds of footage and caught in it. I ain't trying no high risk maneuvers, how people be flying through a bell tower. Nah, we playing it safe.
Don't pull that. I'm trying to be nice with it. I'm not even gonna lie.
Rome, Keith's too excited. He finna hit a branch tomorrow with the drone. Man, I love tech, man. For real, I ain't gonna lie, I love tech. Like I said, it's tech on my desk. I love my iPad Pro. I'm watching. Got my iPhone 13. Got my laptop that's connected. Like it's a tech house over here. And I'm filming this on my iMac right now, which what you're seeing me on, 24-inch M1. So like I said, it's a lot of stuff on my desk to make this channel go the right way.
Man,
I love this channel.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, right. Get you some more propellers. That it actually came with extra propellers in the box that I'm making sure I take with me, so it's not like I ruin the joint. I'm down for the rest of the day. Yeah, he keeps the viewers interacting, Shiny. Yeah, for sure. I appreciate y'all. You know, y'all
You definitely do a good job at that. Facts.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, they only read super chats and stuff like that. That's not the name of the game. If y'all want to donate. If not, I'm happy with y'all just being here. Like I said, I turn on the show on Disney Plus for 10 minutes, and if it's trash, it's trash. And they spending $1 million an episode over there, and we only spending nothing some episodes. So I appreciate y'all coming over here. Cool.
You say that now until there's 1,000 people in the chat, and them things is like.
I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna stay on. Like, if you notice, if you go to any live right now, I read every single comment before I get off. Every single comment. I never leave without reading every comment. Never. And I don't think it'll ever happen.
You shouldn't have said that, bro. You should, because now somebody's gonna try.
They're gonna be like, nah, you missed that one. You missed that one. Yeah.
Like flood him up that day.
Yo. Hey, guess what? We're gonna be here to 5 a.m. reading comments. But guess what? Some of y'all gonna get off eventually. We was at close to 100 earlier. We at 45 now. It's 2 a.m. So some of y'all would die down. Y'all can't beat me. You know what I mean? It is. Yeah, I fuck with QC down to earth. If it was my channel, I would be telling y'all niggas how much better and richy I am than y'all peasants. Yo, you can't alienate your audience, man. That's not how
I waiting for this migration
from.
He told me to go live so we can go over here talking shit.
So, but nah, man, I definitely try to keep it clean. Only time
he picking up every leaf on the ground on the way out.
You know, somebody like dry hating on the other side, and I gotta address it. But besides that, man, I want to have fun. I want this channel to grow, and I want all of y'all to grow y'all channel too.
His live up until you got over here.
You got to name us.
Appreciate y'all pulling up.
Jackson Jeter. It's right across from Terra Linda. You won't miss it. Next door to the barbershop. Oh, okay. Something about that.
Oh, that's massage. Okay, copy.
Ever been in the parking lot for you peeps to pull up? I'm not sure. Anyway, you ever been in the parking lot for your peeps? Oh, they waiting on us. Hey, all right, sorry, y'all. Hey, yo, 4 hours. I appreciate all of y'all. I'm heading over to J Mog, talk some unfiltered filth. So yeah, check out J Mog. I think he's watching me right there on his channel, Mog Space TV. Check him out, and yeah, we going over there, man. We gonna rock over there. So peace. Thank y'all. Hey, and also thank you for coming in the chat, Smoke. Appreciate you, bro.
Peace for having me. Much love, my friend. Peace.
All right, bro.
Sharks. It's on the end of the street. It's technically next to Terra Linda. It's technically next to Terra Linda. Let me see here. What up?
Yo, what's up, plan? What's up? Thanks for having me always. Thanks for hosting the after chat.
The after chat. Yeah, I meant to put that.
Yeah, thanks for always being down to host the after chat and just talking. How you feeling today, bro?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, that video was definitely good and insightful that you posted the other day. Yeah, so keep it going, bro. Keep it going.
Actually, I was working on something today. I think I can put it out. I'm looking for some footage on my bus ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have like everything except for the actual like out the window bus footage, and I know I have a lot of it, but I can't find none of it from none of the trips. I'm like, I know I have it because I put it aside just for that, B-roll. I can't find this shit. But
Gotcha. All right.
Flooded over here.
Okay.
But yeah, I got something more in the chamber. I got a couple more. Like I was trying to drop that like today or tomorrow. As soon as I found that and button some titles up, because my biggest hump was like, I know how the story I want to tell, just like when we talk, like keep it short,
Yeah,
so
for
won't,
sure.
So I'm like, okay, well I can go like that. The video from the hotel review. I'm looking for it now. The reason why I didn't put it, that's a whole nother version. I'm looking for the original version that I can.
So, on another note, what's your take? You think Backpack Val bought them sneakers or what, man? Keep it real.
I'll be back on that. I mean, he said he didn't, so so I would say he didn't because
man, just because Backpack Val rode with you on the whole. Hey, if you haven't been outside of Sosua, you haven't been to Dominican Republic. Y'all ain't got to ride together, all right, on everything.
Yeah, but I think Backpack he would have said it. You
think he would have just admitted to it that I bought a chick some sneakers on the first date?
Yeah, but she worked at the restaurant, right?
I think that's what he said. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, he could have just left the tip that bought the sneakers. He didn't have to buy the sneakers necessarily. He
okay. So yeah, he in a roundabout
you know what I mean?
way,
like left that extra hundo. She was talking about the sneakers, and he left a big tip. It's like, oh, you want some sneakers? But he might not have did none of that. I'm not gonna let y'all put that on my boy Backpack. He said he didn't buy the sneakers. He didn't buy the sneakers.
Y'all riding too much for each other, man. I'm tired. I need to find Rod, man, because Rod usually.
Didn't he just get a drone? He just got a drone too, right?
Yeah, he just got a drone.
Yeah, because he got his drone. His shit's better than yours, so you hate him. I see it. I connected the dots quick. I said, "Oh, he didn't get the leather seats on his drone, so he hating on Val because Val got the SSEI."
Yeah. So, what kind of drone you got, Mark? I know you got a drone. So, what kind of drone you got?
I got 2 drones actually, but the one that I drive the most is my Mavic Pro. I think that's what it is, Mavic Pro.
Wow.
It was the shit when it was out, so I bought it. I bought it because it was the first of the smaller ones, which now it's the big one of the small. They all had the same body style, kind of similar. They got the Mavic Air, and then what model do you have?
I got the Mavic Mini SE.
Okay, and Val has a Mavic Mini or the Mavic Air.
He got the Mavic Mini 2.
Okay.
His is like $100-something more expensive than mine.
Okay, because the drone that I wanted to get, I wanted to get another Mavic, but then I like my footage, it shoot 4K. I don't have no problems with none of my drone footage, so I'm like, I don't have to upgrade that. And the next, the smaller drone has my same camera, so I was like, oh man, I can just, because I've run into them drones that y'all have got probably on my last 4 trips in a row. When I went to Limon on top of the waterfall, I was flying my drone, and it was 2 more guys up there with drones. We all took a picture holding our drones, and I had the biggest drone, and my drone used to be the smallest drone. You know what I'm saying? So I want one of them smaller ones. I just can't justify it, at this point, because I don't have no issue with my drone other than it being small. Because I done chilled with a couple of tubers, and we was sitting, both flying our drones like at a restaurant in Cabarete, and my guy just flew his shit right off the table. I was like, oh man, I gotta get one, because I was always apprehensive because my drone was the right size where it can handle like 35-mile-an-hour gust of wind. So so that was my first reason why I didn't go to a smaller one. But then I started running into people with the smaller drones in the DR, flying them right when I'm flying my drone. So Dog Team, actually, he got, I don't know which model he had, but that drone, when I saw his up close and we was sitting there, I'm like, I could roll with a smaller drone. And now I see both of y'all got them, so I'm getting the drone itch, but I ain't gonna scratch it. I'm just gonna keep rolling with my boy from 2016 and just keep it rolling,
Gotcha. Yeah. My drone don't shoot in 4K. It maxes out at 2.7. So I got I don't even think they sell those out there. I can't imagine they sell those out there. So that would mean Backpack got them J's imported from wherever he was at, which is crazy. But
he might have brought them with him.
he might have, you know, everybody has heard. I don't know about this, but most everybody has heard that the Chicas be trying to get you to bring stuff with you. Like, hey, can you bring some cologne, or when you come down here?
For sure.
Have you experienced that before?
Oh yeah, bring this, bring that. You know, hell yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a lot of them. Go ahead.
What's the most outlandish thing a chick has asked you to bring down with you?
The most outlandish thing. All right. Well, I would say a wig.
A wig.
A wig.
Did you do it?
No, I didn't, because I wasn't trying to go to the fucking wig store. But she wanted a wig.
So she said
I would have did it if I had time, because she was like, she really would have she was gonna pay for it. She had some money and shit. So I really wasn't about the money. It was more about like, I'm not about to go to the wig store and call you on the phone and be going down the aisle so you can get a wig because you like to rock. You know how girls be, you know, especially down there, you know what I'm saying? They rocking the hairstyles and shit, so they know what wigs to buy and all that shit. But that's big money, actually. I know other people who got stores, like they come here and buy a whole bunch of, I mean, they do that with Victoria's Secret and all types of stuff. But I know friend that with friend, they come buy all types of hair weave bundles and all that type of shit and take them back down there and use them. So it wasn't like out the ordinary. But when she said a wig, I was like, what? A wig? I done heard the cologne, the perfume, and of course the Victoria's Secret and all that shit. But I'm not about to go wig shopping for you, mama. I'm sorry.
All right. So what's the most outlandish thing you actually bought?
Bought and brought?
Yep, bought and brought. There you go. Bought and brought.
The bought and brought? I done bought a phone before.
Shit. Western Union, Poppy. You bought a phone. I hope this was a Metro PCS flip phone.
I bought a phone for my girlfriend's birthday. Because
tell us what kind of phone it was.
It was 2000. The year was 2000 and might have been 2019. And we probably kicking it for some couple trips. But her phone was fucked up. It was raggedy, you know what I'm saying? Like when I first started talking to her, like, you know, they hit you with the phone shit. Cause, you know, I was like, man, what's wrong with your camera, blah, blah, blah. You can't turn your camera on. She's like, it's broke. It's broke. My Spanish was bad too. So I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? So then we finally met. I seen the phone was fucked up. But I was like, I ain't finna just buy. You know, she didn't ask me for no phone off the rip. But long story short, we talked for a while. But really, I'm like, I can't have a good conversation with you with a fucked up phone. Your back camera works, so you gotta like to talk to me to look at you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta stick your arm out, turn around, or be by a mirror. And I'm like, that's just whack. So, before one of my trips, I got on Amazon and got like a fucking Samsung J7 or something.
J7, what
like,
the hell?
You know,
hey yo, how you gonna buy something that don't start with an S? You at least
no, because over there, you know, they got all you know how like an iPhone used to have the iPhone C and the iPhone, you know, like they had like them other models that's international models of phones. They just don't market in the United States and shit. So I'm a tech dude like you. You know, I did my Marcus Brownlee and all that. I got on there and I found the fire as a fire
budget phone. I got you. Something that worked. But you know, it's a little budget.
It was way better than what she had. You know what I'm saying? And it rocked out. So it worked. That mug was purple, like she liked it. I had the case. She didn't know it was coming. You know what I'm saying? Like she didn't know none of that. When I came down for the birthday, we had a good little, you know, time. And I fucked up though. I'm gonna tell you where I fucked up. It's a good story.
All right. Okay.
I allegedly, man, had some weed gummies, right? You know what I'm saying? Some strong ones, allegedly, right? And a friend of mine, I got them from allegedly. He might have told me like, yo, these ones are strong, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Be careful with that. So anyway, boom. And just remember that part. You know?
All right. You had some weed gummies. Got it.
Yeah, I had some weed gummies.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. There was weed gummies involved. And yeah, boom. Slip of the phone. You know, we had the date. whatever. Great night. Boom. Here go a phone. She didn't know it was coming. She wasn't asking for it. And I think I might have spent like $200 on that phone. Like 200. But we chilling, whatever, happy with the phone. And down there, you can just take the chip out your other phone, put it in your next phone, you rocking. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She did that. It worked out because I already knew what kind of, how to, international unlocked, and I'd already like slightly looked at her phone, her chip and shit like that, knew that, what I needed to get. Anyway, boom. Checking the phone, everything's great. I bought a couple cases because cases on Amazon is like $3, $5, whatever. So
God damn, you wanted a whole Chica case.
Yeah, I had the whole
Okay,
caboodle. Yeah, it was her birthday.
Jesus
So,
Christ. Oh, okay.
Boom.
All right, we follow it. Okay, gotcha. I forgot.
Yeah. So anyway, enjoying that, blah blah blah, and then pop a weed gummy. She's like, "Oh, there's some candy." I'm like, "Yeah, but you got to be careful because it's strong." And I think I went to the bathroom or in the shower or something. I had to go in the other room or something because I had a nice room at the hotel in Santo Domingo. There's 3 of them I like to stay at. Damn, which is another video I want to find. But my old footage is like from GoPros, and it like looks like shit compared to like the stuff I got now. So I kind of don't want to use it, but I need to. But anyway, it was like a 5-star hotel. It'll come to me in a minute. It's not like the
5-star hotel. God damn.
Yeah, Santo Domingo. There's like 3 or 4 of them. There's the El Embajador. I stayed there like a couple times. I always try to do that one time just to see it. And man, for like $150, you get the biggest room ever. Like crazy. Anyway, I come back and like she done ate a whole gummy. I'm like, oh no, I'm like, where'd you ate the whole gummy? She's like, yeah, what? I'm like, oh no, like that shit. I just remember what my boy told me, like, oh, them shits is strong. Just be careful, you know what I mean? So I'm like, ate half, you know what I'm saying? Bite it in half, I could take a whole one, but I was like, I'm just pacing, we chilling.
Why wouldn't they just come in smaller sizes and then instead of you gotta bite it in half?
Because, well, if you buy one that's like manufactured from a regulated source, the maximum amount of dosage per serving for THC in edibles is 10 milligrams per pop, per gummy, per whatever, per serving of whatever that you infusing. You know what I mean? That's like the limit. So people don't just fucking, you know what I mean, eat something that you just dropped 100 and like 2 gummies and then you be fucked up. But these right here was made like, you know what I'm saying, from my peoples. Like they make them shit strong, you know what I mean? Like that's who make them. It's like, no, these is off the factory line, dog. These are some strong ones. So, allegedly. So boom.
Okay.
She eats that, dog. It's game. The night was done, bro. It was over.
So
you know what I'm saying? I'm looking, I'm like, and her eyes was glassy. She was just like, start doing weird shit. I'm like, yeah, she is faded. And don't smoke no weed or nothing like that. So she just like bugging, you know what I mean? I was like, and she was like, she just kept saying, baby, you'll see in Dorado. Like I feel rare. I really feel weird, that's just one. That's funny. I got a couple of them stories like that. I just had another one, but that was the first time knowing the gummies. I was like, yo, don't eat the whole gummies. But yeah, so she was done.
So you bought the phone and the whole kit and didn't even get no appreciation action at all out of that
no,
night.
Not that night for sure not that night. I mean, I was there the whole trip, so it wasn't like that. But yeah, that night it was done. I even remember calling my boy because I was like, man, like I'm talking about, she was so done, and it was because it gets dark kind of early down there, so it's dark at 8:30. I just remember calling my boy because like the basketball game was still on. I was in the hotel. And I'm talking about she was done, and the room I had like a junior suite, but they had they didn't have one. They only had one with 2 beds, but they gave me like a crazy break on it too. It was pretty cool. So I just remember like in there, I'm like, man, I'm just gonna sleep on this other bed because you are just done. You know what I'm saying? And when I was over there, because I usually when I've had like those, I actually like the rooms with 2 beds sometimes because I put all my camera shit laid out on one bed and shit like that because the room be still the same. It'd be the same size room, but just be half a bed or you know what I'm saying. So I just remember like organizing my shit and my dude called and I was just kicking and I tell him the story. He was like, what? You know, he was like one of the purple boys. I was like, yes, dog. She ate the whole he was like, man. He's like, so what you gonna do? And I was about to leave and go out and hang out. You know what I'm saying? Cause she was done. I was like, yeah, she ain't gonna wake up. And I could like really go out and be on some whole nother, you know, go to, you know, it was lit in Santo Domingo. It was like a Saturday night. I was like, yeah. But I was a good guy. I just hung in there to the next morning. I was like, I'm pretty sure, you know, she don't want to wake up tripping too. Like that'd be fucked up if I leave. And cause like if you ever did any edibles and you eat too much, like you don't know what, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. If you ain't got somebody there to keep you off the ledge, it can be kind of crazy.
I never had an edible my entire life, so I have no idea, bro. Also in the chat, make sure y'all hit the like button. Hey, yo, Soy Caleb. Yo, what I got to do to get you over there on my show one day, man? What's up? Come through. Let me interview you. Soon. But Mark, I had an incident like that happen one time. A chick came over my house and we was just cool. We was just fly. And she had taken something, but she started acting weird, taking her clothes off and like it was like out of character for how we was cool. And she had taken something. Man, I took her home straight to her parents' house. Like, yo, I don't know what was wrong with her, but I ain't about to get caught up in no type of drama or nothing. Like, you know, I did something that she ain't want because, I don't know where she got it from, but she just came on my house. You know how you get one of those, you still up texts? Was those the best texts? Those the best texts.
Yeah. You already know what's going down.
Yeah, you like, you up? Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely up. Like, what's up? Like, I'm thinking she's just going to chill, but it was like out of character. But it's like, yeah, that shit scared me so much that she couldn't drive home. I just drove her to her folks' house and was like, yo, I don't know what's going on with her, but I didn't do it.
He's like, I don't know what's going on, but somebody gave her a date rape drug and it wasn't me.
It wasn't like knowing what I know now, I probably would have just let her sleep it off. But I think because I was so young, I'm like, yo, I done heard stories like this, and nah. And it probably was the best way, but I probably messed up some, in the morning action or something, like when she came to her senses. But
so you took her home after you hit it, you said, or what now? Explain.
I didn't hit it at all, J Mark.
All right.
Matter of fact, I didn't end up hitting it, to be honest with you, until like a lot of years later, honestly.
Damn.
She was actually mad at me taking her to her parents' house because she was actually African. And you know how they don't play about certain
so you was like, things? Shit. Yeah. It was worse. Now my parents have seen I was with a boy.
Right.
Now they believe that I was with a boy. And that is not true.
Not only that, but I was doing some drugs or something like that. Like, yeah, hold on.
Now they believe I was with this boy doing the drugs, and it is not true. Yeah, I have dishonored my whole tribe. Damn.
Nah. I took her straight back home, man. I can tell you some stories, some dating stories for sure that's wild. Just running wild, man.
Hey, Mark TV is the place where, it's like one of them confessional booths.
Yeah, man. We just talk some shit, man.
Oh, yeah. What's up in the chat here? Romy Rome is in the house. Yeah, I got to get back more interactive. I got to get my, I got to form my, like your lifestyle is like your kung fu style. You know what I mean? Everybody creates their own style, yes, but you still have that live YouTuber that you watch that is engaging, that keeps you watching there, that just not a boring live. So it's like, even though we might not have the same audience, or we ain't got 2,000 people, we still got to pretend that we are in front of 2,000 people. So the other day you had asked a question in the chat. I hadn't really I seen it late, and it was already like on another subject before I really thought about it, and I really didn't come up with a good answer. But I was looking at YouTube personalities that you said if you could like swap channels with somebody, or channel styles or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that thing. But I would say I guess in that sphere of question, I like Star. You know, like I like his personality, I like his asshole ways, like how he talks shit, you know what I'm saying? How he could be a jerk, like how he engages with his audience. You know what I'm talking about from the Star Report? Yeah. So I was like, yo, I like his style. You know?
He definitely got he got his headphones on. He just
he got the headphones and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got like a similar audio setup, but I like the, you know, it's basic. Like far as visual aesthetics is basic. You know, I like the way that the information is laid out, and but I like his delivery and shit too. So I gotta find my inner Star at some point in time.
Yeah.
But he still does it really old school, because you could tell he was straight from radio. I mean, he's pushing 60, so he came up in radio, so it's still like that. You know, I was telling somebody yesterday, we was talking about videos and what as a viewer, like things that you are attracted to that you don't even realize, and it's just built on the backs of structure that was like through how they deliver the media, through, you know, just like how your typical newscast looks like, the way they give you information, like, and after so long, you just expect that to be the standard way that you receive it. You understand what I'm saying? Like how something should look to you, how like just because that's how the way that we deliver it here. Like for I guess ultimately anything that you watch, a good video or a good movie, you should be able to close your eyes and listen to it and still like see the movie, even though you're not looking at it with your eyes. You know what I mean? Like give the person a visual experience
for sure
through their ears, you know? So, and that's built because you had radio before you had TV. So everything was built on the back of your visual experience. And even as human beings, we are auditory, you know, creatures, because you hear your mother's voice before you even see your parents. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So like how sound is that's what drives a lot of the backbone of a lot of shit, and people don't realize that. I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent, but
yeah, sound is definitely important. Like I look at I watch sound design videos, and even like I just saw a video I just saw on Instagram, and this guy, this photographer I like on YouTube, Peter McKinnon, and the sound design for one clip had like 30 different inputs on it. It was like crazy for one little clip on YouTube. So
yeah. So yeah.
So you would trade with Buck. I mean with Star.
Star, yeah.
Star, okay.
I'll be Star for a day on the Star show. I like the style.
Okay. I mean, again, not a bad trade. Like I said, I think from what I've heard from answers from people, a lot of people seem to pick something that their channel is already like, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
Like the people Rod pick was like what he's doing at a different scale.
Mm-hmm.
And then what you're picking is like what you're kind of doing at a different scale. And then what I picked was just pretty much the same way, giving information out with a lot more sheen on it.
Oh, I'll say, okay, now if I had to pick like on my other side, like my nerdy side, like you like Marcus Brownlee, I rock with him too. I'm gonna show you my other dude that I fuck with.
Well, my first pick was probably Passport Heavy in the travel sector.
Yeah. No, but my other guy too, because when I just want to do YouTube in general, of course you want to try to have a channel about content that you love and that you know that's your life. But I also, you know, I love tech shit. I love cameras and drones. So I always would like love to be able to be that guy that gets all the free shit. That is the one of the channels that I watch when I'm getting ready to buy some shit. I want to be this dude as well, you know. And this is my dude on Unbox Therapy.
Oh, yo, Lou Later.
Lou Later, yeah, Lou Later is that guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I watch every time I grade to buy something, I look and see what he had to say about it. You know, because I think a lot alike. You know, I'm like, yeah, and I like the way he reviews shit. So I would say that was one of my picks too. I'm like, and you know, he gets all kind of free shit and cool shit.
It's funny because I wanted to be a tech reviewer, and actually because I always get technology, and Lou Later, I remember I still go on this website all the time called Mac Rumors, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when Lou Later broke that iPhone on purpose, and people was like, "Man, he's such an idiot." Blah blah blah. He was trying to get views on YouTube, and they was like, "That don't really mean anything. You know, you want to be a YouTuber or something like that." I don't even think the term was a thing at the time. And all these years later, man, he's definitely making a lot of money doing, you know. So that one little video changed the trajectory of his channel, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah, and I would say another person that I would say was like an inspirational YouTuber that to me that really used to make me want to do it was Casey Neistat. You know who that is?
That's my favorite of all time.
Yeah. So I used to watch his videos in the beginning when he used to go every day. And actually, when I got my drone, it was one of his review channels that I like, you know, got me to pick that specific drone. I have a DJI Phantom because he had like 4 of them. He'd be breaking them bitches and all types. So I used to watch his channel, and then I was like, yo. And then I started watching his little journey. And, you know, like his workflow. I like how he got his shop. It reminded me of like my garage setup where I got my tools and shit. I like how he, you know, just different looks. Even like the reason why he the sunglasses thing, I do sunglasses similar to a couple reasons that he did, but not even for the same reasons, you know. Like I was telling somebody, one, if I have all my lights here, like, you know, that's like it's bad for your eyes just in general, you know, and always be in front of the lights. So that's one reason. But Casey was talking about how you can read notes all around you if you like giving a presentation or you're talking into your camera. And you know how he used to have his whiteboard behind the thing, and you can't see his eyes reading his script. That's why he wore his sunglasses. I was like, yo, that's a good one, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I like I said, Casey Neistat is definitely one of my favorites. And you know, that's a testament. You know, even when I feel like I'm working really, really hard, when I look at other people like him who used to do a video every single day, top quality with 20 different angles while he's doing something. To some degree, as a YouTuber, I feel like that's hard, but I also feel like in some ways it's easier than what we're trying to do now. And the reason why I say that is that if you were filming something for a day and you filmed it in a progression, I would think it's a lot easier than trying to find footage and pull from it from 6 months ago, trying to find each little clip you need versus, hey, I know I'm gonna film my food, I'm gonna film the train, I'm gonna do a time lapse, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna talk in the end. I think that's a little bit easier. It's just more consistent would be the problem.
Yeah, and he had a routine, you know. I've seen a couple of the videos where he talked about his routine and an interesting life too. I mean, that definitely supports what you're doing too. If you got some people that's gonna watch you anyway. But like, for example, I thought if I quit my job, right? So I quit my job and I just started doing YouTube every day. And that was the story that people were watching, that were tuning in for. Oh, this is the dude that quit his job to do YouTube. And he's gonna show us every day, like, this is the results. You can get your shit popping like that too, because people want to see you crash or they want to see you succeed or whatever it is, you know. So I always thought that would be a you know, you put your back against the wall. People like to watch that story, and you definitely could get your channel monetized and get tons of views. If you win with it or not, I guess could be anybody's journey. But I was thinking too, let's say like if you hit the lottery, right? And every day you say I'm gonna do the video, you know, like the daily vlog of a person that hit the lotto that was broke to rags to riches. Like people would watch the fuck out of that channel. You probably wouldn't, in the end, not even be spending your own money because you get such a following that you could get if you did it right, get sponsorships, get all that shit because people be wanting to I'm saying like if he was a small millionaire, because I've seen, I don't know if he was these white dudes, if they was in Kentucky or something. And I don't know how they got their money, but they always doing. They're too young and like got a lot of money, but they don't really like say where they got money from. But they always like building cars and tearing shit up. So I'm like, they got some money because they be tearing a lot. They waste a lot of money, you know.
Yeah.
But people watch them, and I'm like, I don't know if it's from their channel because they got millions of views now, and then you've seen the sponsorships and shit like that. But I'm like, how did they, you know, like YouTube's like you got to get a fire cooking, and sometimes it might take, I guess, a bunch of little fires to get your collective big fire going, unless you have some crazy viral shit that just gets your shit, you know, burning
Cooking immediately. Yeah.
Or what types of fuel you add to it, if it's the bullshit, you know, like if I want to go creep cam, I can get my fire blazing fast, but I'm using like some fuel that's toxic, you know what I'm saying, but it gets the fire burning.
Yeah, for sure.
So I mean, that's why I created Mog TV. You know, I got some extra shit I could throw in the oven over here that I won't throw on the other channel, that, you know, because I don't want to put the wrong kind of fumes out and pollute the audience. But I don't know.
You know, that's you know, that's you know, just I understand that, and I had a conversation today about that, about, you know, because some people don't necessarily want to do the girl thing, and they don't necessarily want to do this, or whatever the case may be. But if we know in our hearts that most of us travelers want to see some chicks, that whether it be Sosua or Santo Domingo, it wouldn't be it without the chicks, then you know what? You owe it to some degree to the fans to show them what you want to see, in my opinion.
If I'm at that point and I'm monetized and I'm getting donations and shit like that, then I would probably be geared more so to, you know, one, it depends if I had no damn job, or, you know, it might switch up what I'm, you know, what I'm serving. You know what I'm saying? You might be on a vegan diet till you hungry, then you're like, fuck that, I'm eating whatever I can do. So I don't know. I think, like, I was thinking too, if I was totally YouTube dependent, like, if I was an expat living out there, and yeah, I definitely would do some fire content with a blend of what I got. And, you know, we talked about some other channels that I think is like doing it, well, not channels, well, I guess it would be a channel, but like this, like, gonna get, you know what I mean, they doing shit, they making it too hot. Like, I could do some of those things in a better way, and it still be lit, more tastefully done, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I guess if I was, you know, at the source of those places, and that was like my content, like I travel from place to place and I know it's what people like to see, I think I would try to, you know, if it wasn't the strategy of like having two channels and having one be like, you know, like the HBO to the Cinemax, where Cinemax used to be like the spot, you know. I don't know, but
yeah, I know it's a lot of people who are more, who supposedly are trying to distance themselves for that stuff, and I hate to like call them out again, but it is what it is, because I'm watching, I'm paying attention, and I understand the trepidation that some people might have with putting girls in content, but we just see it. So it happened just now. We saw Ace try to speak out against it. We saw him try to do a couple videos without it. Views are low, and the very next moment, Cuba comes, and it's a nightlife video. So the reality is that
it's a nightlife video. It's not about the chicks. It's about the nightlife. I didn't even watch it, but I mean, if that's probably how he twisted it, even at least in his mind. Like, you know what, fuck it.
Man, he knows what's up. He's trying to get those sponsors that don't necessarily mess with nightlife, and that's okay. I applaud that. He's a legend. What he's done from travel may not be replicated by another YouTuber, a black YouTuber. He's a legend, but, you know, let's call it what it is. Like, yo, women make the travel verse go around.
I mean, that makes it's the world, man. We wired as like humans to be like attracted to that. I mean, you can look at analytics and all types of studies and all that, or you can just know. You put a fucking chick on your thumbnail, somebody gonna click on it. It just how it rolls, you know. So it's like, so I was just thinking about that. I actually been was making some thumbnails, like remaking some thumbnails, but some thumbnails that my girl ain't gonna trip. You know what I'm saying? Like what? You know? Yeah,
come on, bro.
yeah. Hey, right now I ain't dealing with that headache, at least on the one end. So the Mark TV I can kind of turn loose. She ain't really hip to that. The other shit, you know?
Okay.
And really, ultimately, I would, you know, it ain't that like I'm forbidden for none of that. But you know, as a, you know, what types of, you know, you might win the war, but it being, but you know, you got to pick your battles, especially if you want to win the war. So, and plus, I don't want to go just left. But yeah, the Mog shit, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, again, then that's the channel you need to be. Try some things on you, and
yeah, it's the.
You may be able to go for the rebrand. You know, go for a little bit more loose, and then rebrand later. And whoever stick around, they stick around. But it grew faster than it would have without it. And I think a lot of creators go for that.
But I would never come out and just talk about it. Now, you know, I ain't no like creep cam and all to talk about. You know what I mean? Because I don't like some of the negative shit that brings along.
For sure.
When people, you know, just in general, because you know, it ends up making a bad look on us when we don't even realize it sometimes, and it attracts the wrong types of. If you have, you know, a little bit of the bullshit, you know, attracts the flies, but too much of the bullshit attracts such a stench that you bring flies to the shit that don't ever go away, and it just ruins the whole shit. And Sasua really has, you know. You can see an effect of that because it's in a short time that I've been, or just, yeah, I would say it's Sasua in particular, but I think YouTube has changed it in not the best way. Let's put it like that.
Okay. Hey.
Overall, you know what I mean? Like, and that's just from like going and just restick. I think it can like hurt it in the long run by putting too much eyes on it overall. You know what I'm saying? Like you make too much waves, they close the whole fucking beach. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's like, even if it's, you know, if you are promoting the wrong image too much, and you know what I'm saying, you get the view too big, and then people come in and they be like, yo, we about to end all this shit.
Gotcha. Do you think that that's a possibility with DR?
Not the whole country, but like definitely like
so. Do you really think they could shut down, let's say, the nightlife in Sosua? Do you think they could or they would?
No, I don't think that they. I mean, ultimately, the money moves shit over there. I talked to somebody tonight in DR, you know, and we talking in Spanish, but just the way that they said it, just the money moves. The money moves everything, you know. And I'm like, you're right, you know. And they were just talking about just politics and like getting licenses for business and permits this and permits that. You know, it was just crazy. So that's gonna be, you know, they're gonna always. It's a tourist country, it's a tourist town, so you know they're not gonna like shut the shit down. But I've seen or I've heard people talk about designs of like a district where they try to push a certain type of crowd into a certain, you know, sector of the city.
Right.
You know, or they're even doing little steps, or that, you know, for a while when they was like closing stuff down. But then I've always heard, you know, good sources that would say, that shit ain't never gonna happen. They've tried it again. They keep trying every time. Blah blah blah. But as far as like, I think that well, they're over there doing something now. Like they're doing some big building stuff across from the beach, because that's been like the whole big rumor that they're gonna close the beach, or it got sold to like the Hilton or some big, you know, they're gonna like make it a resort or something right there. But I don't think that is gonna. We can see the effects of that even where they broke ground on the big construction that they got going. You won't see the effects of that for a couple years. But I do think like if people overexposing a bad light on the area with the ill shenanigans and shit can create a disdain for all that behavior with somebody with influence and come in and fuck some shit up and change things where ultimately, you know, it does get shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like that you got that corner store that's lit where the parking lot be all the spot where it be jumping at, but then like niggas keep getting shot over here. Eventually they're gonna come shut the whole store down. You know what I mean? You can have something like that in general happen where it's gonna change the whole scene just because y'all just was turning up too much. I don't know.
Let's hope not. I'm definitely interested to see what it looks like because I really believe now this is from an outsider, a tourist, and whatever the case may be, who hasn't even been going that long. So it's just my opinion. But I definitely could see how a bunch more businesses and maybe more chains in that area could like make it more fun to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
It just really depends, I guess, of how it's done. And if it causes other restrictions to everything else. Like if Hilton like, hey, I'm not putting nothing here unless you clean up this area a different way, then that would be bad. But if Hilton just puts their hotel up where you got an option if you want to stay over there, and they might not allow you to have guests or whatever it is, you know what I mean? But everywhere else still stays the same, I could see how it would still be, you know, a cool place to be.
Yeah. I don't know. It just only thing I've ever seen down there where it's just like selective law enforcement or selective harassment, you know what I'm saying, by the police. Yep. Like, you know, I think like that. Yeah. So I mean they can turn that switch on at any time. I think that's what I'm saying. Like y'all be wilding too much and doing all this bullshit, they're gonna make them turn the filter up, and then that's when the streets be dead and the parties be, you know, the shit be whack. Because I mean Sasua's been Sasua the whole time. I've only thing I've actually seen, I guess, since the coming of YouTube and people showing, I've seen less and less rookie people. I mean, more and more like just people like you know, you somewhere you see somebody do some shit and you be kind of embarrassed.
Yeah,
for just, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I've seen more than that, and I'm like, yeah, y'all. I can tell the traveler that just came there that just watched like one or two of the wrong YouTube videos, and now they're here. You know what I'm saying? Like, how y'all find out about this shit? I guess that's I guess what I'm saying. And when you have more and more of those type of travelers, it fucks up it for everybody, you know. And it could be different things they do, you know, situations they might get in, and or you know, just the behavior. I've seen some wild behavior before, and it's like, damn, I can tell by the way that y'all behaving. This is like y'all first or second trip. Probably y'all second trip, you know what I'm saying? It's in your first handfuls, because that's when you see like the person that really be wilding out. Of course, you got your first trip people that be wilding out, but like it'd be like your second ones that be in a group because they think they know, because they ain't, you know, because the first time your eyes be big, you be looking around, so you might not even have a chance to wild out because you're soaking everything in. But if you go back to a place, you be like, oh yeah, I remember how it was lit. I'm finna turn up even more this time. You see the cases where you got the dudes arguing with the chicks saying that somebody stole their wallet and all this shit, but in reality, you locked it in the safe and forgot the code. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I've seen those times where, you know, dudes would be chilling at the, you know, at New Garden, everybody having a good time eating, you know what I'm saying, with some travel people, and then you got the one dude that's just talking reckless and trying to be cheap, and now, you know, the chicken threw the speaker in the pool, and you know, and now the police is in there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog. And they like, man, you know, and they mad because she was trying to get an extra, you know, $20 or whatever, 800 pesos, and I was like, you know, and it's like, dog, really? You was willing to like break this whole party up for $9, Playboy? Like, this ain't your first trip. This your first trip? You know, it looked like it's your first trip. You know, you see the more and more of them type of cats coming around because they smell the stench of the wrong videos, I guess. So,
so are you going to try to venture out to any new countries in 23 or what? Or are you
yeah, I do want to do some new countries in 23. You know, like Kevin Hart said, you know, the way my bank account is set up, you know, I can only even go to so much vacation time right now, you know. So I get like 5 weeks a year type shit. So I definitely next year want to plan for sure one of my weeks to a new location.
Gotcha.
And I did want to check out, especially if I can line up like Colombia. Like, I wish I could go with y'all now. Like, if I really had the time, if I could take, like my biggest problem at this point in my life, bro, is I only have 5 weeks of vacation a year. Like, if I had a
5
job
weeks.
and 5 days, so so it's really 6. But I get 5 weeks of vacations and 5 option days. That's whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, and that's great. Mad people don't have that, but you'd be like, "Were you complaining about 5?" Like, no, I'm not complaining about that. But if
That's
I
a
could go in
lot
there
of
and say,
time off, man.
yeah, but it's not enough. So I can go on, so that's what, and I can break them down so I can get like 10 days of pop. So I get like 50 days of, vacation, but I can afford more. That's why if I could just say, yo, I want to take a paid leave, I want to take a month and a half off. I would love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been at the one point where I'm single, set up, or I don't live over the top. You know what I'm saying? I like to do what I like to do, but I do it humble. But I would love when I like the whole YouTube traveling shit. I'm like, bro, if I could just take 90 days, I could easily afford that. You know what I'm saying? Without having to have no income. I got enough money saved up where I could, not do no extravagant shit, but I could have a good, trip, plan it out, and then like that would be dope. So my biggest thing is time. Got enough money, if there's a word for enough, but I got sufficient money to live.
Yeah, I mean
You know what I'm saying?
that sounds like quite a bit. I think that sounds like quite a bit of time to be off. You just gotta now if you gotta take them out in blocks like of 10, then maybe that's not quite as many trips. But like if you could break it down to like 3 days, kinda.
Oh, see, but yeah, I can't. That's the thing too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
I got
If you could
weeks.
break
You
it
know what I'm
down
saying?
further like that, then
Yeah,
that would definitely be a lot of time that you could go and do something.
yeah. I mean, I guess you hit fucking crazy amounts of spots. So I was like, damn, I thought about that, but I'm like, I don't get time like that. I get a week. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like we can break it up. It ain't like it's.
How many days off do you have in a row?
The most I could take is like 2 weeks in a row.
No.
Do,
I'm saying how many days normally during the week are you off back to back?
like just the
normal
weekends.
life.
I work Monday through Friday, and the weekends I'm off. That's why my schedule was like that, Monday through Friday.
The only thing you might could do is play around with like some of those sick days. Like, okay,
Yeah,
you know what? I'm gonna take a Monday
Friday
off.
and a Monday and a Friday and do a little, yeah.
Shit,
Thought
just a
about
month.
that.
Just a month. Like I said, I'm going to Tijuana Monday. I'm leaving Monday, and I'm going to be back on Wednesday. So it's like, even something like that. Like I said, I went to Iceland September 11th, and I was back September 12th.
And you fly out of a hub, so I mean, like yo,
Yeah, I guess it's different too.
That oh my god, that makes a big difference because you can catch direct flights, and you know what I'm saying. I'm an extra flight away from everything.
Yeah, I think we're all an extra flight these days because all the little non-stop joints they used to have, they don't have quite as many of them joints anymore. So I definitely got to make an extra stop in Fort Lauderdale or Chicago, or it sounds like New York now. So,
Damn.
So yeah, I think travel is definitely changing, but I think this is a good time while you got a channel, you got the option to have a channel. It's a good time to. I think what 2020 did for some people's channels as far as YouTube went, I think 2022 into 2023 is going to be something similar in a different way. So, yeah, we'll definitely see. I think all the people that are interested in travel right now is definitely a lot more interest than I remember in 2018 and 2019. So, they're going to have to find somebody to watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely check out another city if you can. At least one more. Well, not city, I mean country, at least one more. I mean, Colombia seems like the easiest choice.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to Colombia. Like, yeah, if I could, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish I could get on y'all trip, the one y'all going on now. Man, that's what I would love that.
Yeah, like I said, I sent Rod a little thing, like from Cartagena, we could fly to Cali, Colombia, and from Cali, Colombia, we could do a layover in Bogota for like 7 hours. So we basically got 2 more cities for an extra $100 if we want to do it like that. All right, what we watching now? Okay, what we doing?
This is what I'm working on. It was the footage from. I got to figure out how to title it. Basically, it's from Santo Domingo to Sosua. It was my cousin's first trip.
Okay.
I'm the road manager, chaperone, so I'm just cutting through. I was trying to like get on the rush. I had some good inspiration and shit, and was pushing through it. You hit the little creative rushes, you hit the bursts.
Yeah, you like let me knock this out.
And I was on it, and then I was breaking it down and narrating and shit. But I'm thinking how I could do this without all the volume, though. Y'all get out, don't let nobody grab y'all bag. So basically, we're going from. We arrive at we stayed the night in Boca Chica the first day because I had 3 cousins. Well, it was 4 of us total this trip, and it was actually one of them second trip, but everybody else's first trip. So they all still was rookies. So but they was all coming on different flights. So we coordinated it all, and we ended up we stayed in Boca Chica the first night. But I can't really put none of the Boca Chica footage in this. I can put that in the Patreon all day, but I can't put it in this. So the next morning we got up and we rode the bus from Santo Domingo to Puerto Plata. You know somebody named Andrew?
Do I know somebody named Andrew?
No, they popped up in the. They took the.
And I don't think I know Andrew. That's for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Canada's game.
Like, what is it you doing, yo?
Yeah, you know what we got up in here. All right, so yeah, just this way. Don't let nobody grab y'all bag. Not trying to take it, trying to help you, because they just trying to get money. They like, oh, my friend. No, fuck that. I can carry my own shit. Yeah, so I'm thinking about just putting like the titles over this when it comes in. Blah blah blah. We arrive at. So it's still. Tours, we have arrived. It was the first trip to the Dominican Republic for my cousins. So after, so I'm narrating over the top of the video because we decided to take a trip up north to Sosua. And the best mode of transportation between there, or the most economically effective mode, is the Caribe Tours bus. And I think the Caribe Tours offers a great experience where you get to see how the average Dominican travels, and you get to see a lot of the countryside when you ride that bus as well. Tickets are very cheap at 500 pesos. It's like under $10 to take a 3.5-hour ride to get to Sosua. Buses typically run every day from Santo Domingo to Sosua, every hour on the hour, I believe starting at 6 or 7 in the morning. You can check the Caribe Tours website for more information. Also in the Caribe Tour station, they have a Caribe Express money exchange spot. So you can. And I was looking for some more B-roll because I have B-roll of the money exchange somewhere in my footage, but I'm not gonna really let it hold me up without. I want to put this out for my next video, so if it don't make the cut, it just don't make the cut, you know. Express money exchange.
Yeah, for sure.
Change some money if you need to get some currency. You know somebody named Bombshell? Oh, they dropped off.
Yeah, everybody coming in and coming out. Yeah, I don't know. So,
I don't know. Yeah, it's like these trolls or what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I got all these windows open. I'm gonna let it let the bombshell salute bombshell. See,
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. I
Yeah.
knew it.
Why people be trying to get people so bad?
I knew it. I knew it though. Like that. That's when you know you made it. All right, I'm lit.
yo, they wild on here, man.
Wow.
Yo.
Yeah, I got slightly corn bomb.
Nope.
Hey yo, he been in the game too long to be getting hit with the bomb.
Nah, I would never do that.
No. I don't think that was enough to.
Yeah, we're shaking though, yo.
None shit, just chilling. I'm editing on my computer right now. J Morg over there editing too. So
I just dropped. Let me rest on my laurels for today. Let me stop.
Yeah.
Hey man, J Morg, the footage you just showed me, that kind of put me in the mindset of that like Zoom to Thailand type style. How he narrates over some parts of it and lets the regular audio play, and then kind of shows some things. Like I was watching the episode of that earlier. I think have you watched them before? Zoom to Thailand?
I never seen it. I gotta check them out.
Man, you gotta check out Zoom to Thailand. I can't recommend that channel enough.
Yeah, damn. I'm just so mad you use that format because I wanted to incorporate that in my future videos. Now it's like like man, damn. Not gonna do it without the avatar, but
yeah. I mean, again, every different. Every style is somewhat of something else anyway. There's no new ideas in the world.
Yeah. No, there's nothing new under the sun. You know, as the saying goes.
Yeah, and just because
criticism, like I hate having that tie. Like, oh, you bit off this guy. That like nah, miss me with that.
That's why I don't watch some other people's stuff. Like how some musicians don't listen to other people's music because they don't want to be influenced by it. Or
I think they be lying. No, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I never seen dude's channel though.
No, not you. I'm saying like musicians, because it's like, okay, now how did you gravitate over to the same Lex Luger beat all of a sudden, or some, you know what I mean? Like some of them, like it seems like music goes in waves. It's like, come on now, you ain't hit nothing, but all of a sudden you got a song that sound just like the other song. I mean, it's possible, I guess, but
then I went in the zone and I was like doing a lot of screen recording with the Google Maps.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the way I do it.
Yeah, I forgot I was narrating it. It's still the rough cut. Because you can your screen recorder, I would let it record audio as well. So as I'm doing my zooms and everything, I'm like making, audio notes. That's like my technique as well. Like if I'm shooting something and I know I'm going to narrate over later, as I'm shooting the footage, I'm like telling myself my editing instructions as I'm going along, so I don't have to write it down. So I do that with these maps. So I was sitting here doing after I finished this little map, I started doing every place that I'd been to that I could think of, and just while I was already set up, type into place, get the zoom in, get my standard shot. So I'm gonna start incorporating that into my videos. So I'm like,
that's kind of the way I do the map. I normally get the screen shot, drag it over, and then on my Mac, I do the little voice record right inside Final Cut and do that right over top of the exact spot.
Yeah. Right. So actually, I'm editing this as we. It's like watching the director's cut of shit when you can hear them, the commentary on. So I'm explaining in here when I finish the audio that the bus ride, it's 3.5 hours. That's the whole trip. And you got a couple stops depending on what bus you catch. There's an express bus as well.
I think never taking no 3.5 hours. Shit.
Hold on,
Yeah.
it's 3.5 hours from Santo Domingo. I thought it was further than that.
If you're lucky. If you're lucky.
No. You said you never doing it, so I rode this. How many times you rode it, Val?
Me? Like 3-4 times.
Yeah. Oh, you said so you never been in 3.5 hours in none of your trip?
Never.
Okay. All right. Well, do you know that there was an express bus that don't stop? Or it stops like once only?
I didn't know.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I was never even offered that.
Yeah, you just say give me a ticket to whatever. Yeah, I found out later that there's one, and the difference is
the price. I'm sure.
No, it's the same price, but it just don't stop.
What
the heck? Yeah, why would it be the same price?
I pay double with no problem.
No, because yeah, maybe I might maybe that's what I'll do in my time. I'll get on their website and see if I can pull the schedule up and shows which ones are the express. Because all right, so this is what I'm doing for my titles. I show the whole trip and then I break it down by like the stops. Because you go to La Vega, you stop for and pick some people up or drop some people off in La Vega. You might be there for like 10 minutes. I don't even really think you'd be in La Vega long enough to really get off the bus. Boom, you get back on the bus, and then you go to La Vega to Santiago. They stop and do the same thing, but you stop in Santiago for about 15 minutes. You always have a time to get off there and hit that cafeteria if you want to. Boom, 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 get back on the bus. I usually just hang by the bus driver, or I can see the bus driver because I see his ass leave. I know it's time to go. You know what I'm saying? Because one time I thought because it'd be like a couple buses there because it's another one of their normal stops. And I remember one time I thought I got left because they parked side by side and one of them was pulling off. Bro, I turned and dropped my shit, you know what I'm saying? But then I saw like the bus driver dude, he like grabbed me, you know what I'm saying? He's like, tranquilo, tranquilo. Like, no, we didn't leave you and shit. That was like one of my early trips when I had first rode that shit.
What the fuck you was gonna do when you dropped your bags? What the fuck you was gonna do?
No, I had stopped to get like some chips and some bullshit, you know what I'm saying, at the thing. So when I looked, I saw, I'm looking to make sure the bus didn't leave, and then I just seen a bus backing off and pulling out. Dog, I dropped the little chips and whatever I was holding, like, you know what I'm saying, and took the little 4 or 5 strides out the store. And
see, that's why I never leave the bus. I never.
But I seen the bus driver, you know what I'm saying, and he knew what I had thought, so he laughed, you know what I'm saying, because I was like scoping him, like, I don't leave the bus, but now I was like, I'll stop and get some chips.
So if the bus leaves you, then what happens?
Oh shit! You out there? If you got left at that spot in Santiago, it's a bus station, so you could just catch the next bus, or tell them they'll probably just let you get on the next one because it's another one coming. But gotcha. I've never seen nobody leave the bus. I mean, get left from the bus, And they are good about yelling outside the bus and all that too. Telling you like, "Yo, we about to roll out." But they know when people hit that spot, you'll experience bus riders because they already know they hitting the line, they hitting the whatever. The bus driver dude, he'll open it up. If everybody get off the bus, he'll lock the door. You know what I'm saying, and post up until But yeah, I like riding the bus, man. I really do. Some people say I don't fuck with the bus, blah blah blah. But yeah, like Val said, I was like, we made it in 3.5. I was like, damn. And they was like, yeah, we on the express. I'm like, the express?
Oh,
I didn't even know this. Like, yeah, they got one that don't stop, but it's like just a certain one, or it only stops once, and one of them stops in all these spots. So I've rode them 3.5, but playing 4. But usually I go to Puerto Plata. So it's an easy 3.5 to Puerto Plata.
I'll just advise anyone to not take the bus around 12 to 4. Don't do it. Don't do it. From Santo Domingo to go to Sosúa, don't do it. Like,
is that like rush hour?
Yeah. Like it'll take you 6 hours to get there.
It can if that traffic is fucked up. It can. I have been in that one. It's funny because this bus that we're on right here in this video was that bus.
You have to make it through Santo Domingo. And then you had to make it through Santiago. Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, it can be it can be crazy. You're right. So yeah, boom, we did that. So you do Santiago to Puerto Plata, and then Puerto Plata to Sosúa. So I'm chopping that up.
It was that nasty. Like I had to get off at Puerto Plata. Like I had to go to Sosúa, but I had to just leave from Puerto Plata to take the cab to Sewell because I couldn't do it no longer. Like, that's how like torturous it got, and it was just too cold. That's the one thing I hate about the Caribbean tours. The bus is so cold. Damn, it feel like nothing worked. And like I don't pack for the winter when I'm out in DR, and I'm getting that like that bus be freezing.
Gotcha. So that's not the bus to get on with shorts.
No. At least
cold on that bus, you right.
Wear hoodie at the very least. You're gonna regret it if you don't. I promise you.
God, that's actually a pretty nice bus.
Yeah, it's
Very.
like a Greyhound bus.
Is that
it's
the
like
bus that goes from Santiago to Sosua or Puerto Plata or whatever?
Yeah. They go between all there. Yep. They don't go to they go to Punta Cana, I believe, as well. They don't they don't go to Boca Chica though. It's a different one that goes to Boca Chica.
North Samana, from what I heard.
This one it'll go out to Samana too. It's just a different one because there's a bus station.
Okay.
I'm glad you said that, Val. I have footage from there too.
Oh,
let me write that down. Yeah, the bus station in Samana. It's a Caribbean tour in Samana. I was in Samana on my last 2 trips.
I misspoke. There's no bus that goes from to Samana from Puerto Plata to Sosua. My fault.
No, you gotta ride the
Caribbean Tours doesn't, from what I know.
Yeah, the Caribbean Tours. No, it goes from. Let me pull the map up. From Samana, if you go to Samana from Santo Domingo, it's a different route.
Yeah,
it's actually shorter.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you're right. So yeah, we arrive. And basically, I'm just chopping this down to try to get it to be like. Let's see that 11:54 now. Probably shorter than that because I got gaps for notes.
I need to start using my 360 cam a little bit more. This shit looks tight. I use it a little bit for like some B-roll, but not like as a vlogging camera.
Big Super in the building.
Oh man, what's up, guys?
What up?
Backpack.
What's up, player? What's up, man? You should have joined the live earlier. Is it tricking or simping if you got it?
Oh man, it's all the same, yo. It's all in the same.
It's all the same. All right.
You know, if you got it to simp,
right now we're checking out some footage from J Mog Adventure.
Yeah, so the taxi dude was cool, dude. My cousin, it was like I said, it was their first trip, so they was hype. And then it's gonna be their first time seeing Sosua.
You in Sosua right now, or?
We just arrived to Sosua, yeah. So we got off the bus. That's why I need to find some B-roll of the bus ride out the window while I'm talking, while I'm narrating. So you see the map. I can chop some of this shit down, you know. So you see the map, you see the out the window. Boom, we arrived to Sosua, hop in a taxi.
Yo, what's a good editing software y'all got, man? That be I'll be chopping up the videos and shit.
Right now, I need an InShot.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I gotta send you a picture, Val, one of these screens I got that you can use, even if you. Well, you got your computer. Did you already order your computer or not?
Nah, I'm just using the laptop for analytics right now. I didn't buy the laptop for editing yet.
You got an iPhone or Android?
Droid.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna send you some video when I get off and take these screens down and show you what I would do for a $200 shit to make your phone like a tablet, and you can edit really easy. Because if you're using InShot, because I've used InShot, I've used basically all the free ones. Power Director.
What about OpenShot video?
I don't know if I ever used OpenShot, but they use. I mean, the only thing about on the phone sometimes is it's hard to edit with your thumbs and shit. But with this extension screen I got, it makes it.
I hear echo for some reason.
Yeah, I do too.
Who echoing?
Is it me?
Is it me?
Nah, it's done now.
Yeah, it ain't me, man.
I think it's because of the video.
It could be because of the video.
Nah, we wasn't blaming you, Big Soup. I was just wondering where it came from.
I heard this shit too. I was about to say, that's why I said, let me mute see if it's me.
That was another thing on the bus as well. It was a roach on the bus. There's some roaches on the bus, and it was by my cousin, and he was bugging out, dog. I'm talking about like freaking
I've
out.
witnessed it before. I'm not gonna lie, I did.
So I was laughing so hard because like you see shit like that in the DR, all kind of different.
Oh, hold on. They had roaches on the bus.
Yeah, it was some roaches on. I wouldn't say I guess technically the bus had roaches, but it wasn't like the bus was a roach infested bus. There was a roach over in his seat in his area. And in the DR, roaches fly, so like a roach can get wherever a roach can travel. So it didn't have to be like the bus.
No, I'd be freaking out in that little bus, man.
So he was freaking out though, and I was like, "Man, just kill it." But I was trying with my camera out though, on my phone. I was trying to record it and shit. And he was like, "Dog, if you don't, I'm gonna take your camera and kill this roach." It was a funny ass story. So he was kind of talking about it here, but I gotta find the footage, and I don't know if I really have any that's good because he was jumping so much. He like knocked the phone out of my hand and shit.
Not a crazy story too. Whatchamacallit, some dude, y'all not gonna even believe me. Some dude bought livestock on the bus, bro. Like when leaving Sasua to go back to Santo Domingo, yo, that shit had me tight. But it wasn't the Caribbean bus tour. Like it was weird. It was a different bus that I took from the Caribbean tour station. It was weird. But some nigga really bought a fucking turkey or chicken or whatever, and that kid was going crazy in the bus.
Oh man!
To the point the bus monitor was like, "Yo, you gotta do something about that shit." So like the next bus stop, the nigga obviously left, but niggas was really sick. I thought it was just me, but wow, like niggas really doing that stuff.
And Maul, this is where you do like a Maul memory of roaches on the bus.
Yeah, the roach on the bus.
Like
that shit
like
was
a
funny.
1 minute video about a story like that would be hilarious.
I could do that, but that was the roach.
Casa Valeria. Okay, hold on. Yo, that's a 360 cam, and we miss ass somehow. How does that work, Super?
I don't know, son.
Because I was edited. This is the Morg. This was the Jay Morgenheim official version. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God, dog. We gotta get this.
See this one. Well, I should have showed you this video before you went to the other. Then you would know about the other side.
Jay Morg, we can't have a 360 cam and still miss ass. Oh, okay.
Look at that. Okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Welcome to Sasua action right there.
Yeah, like soon as I got off the bus, they was ready. Look, you got the video. Pull your skirt down, Jay Morgenheim.
Oh,
out.
man.
This is what we want to see.
Yo, all the time I've been going to Sasua, I never stayed at Castle Lavera.
Oh, word.
You gotta get out of Europa, player.
On my horse. Nah, the reason why I like Europa, I can just stay right there on the strip and just watch these bitches go back every hour. So I can count how many times the bitch went up and down the street. So I know what price she is.
Oh shit, man.
Cause every time she make a walk up and down the block, the price go down.
I don't know if I want her at her lowest price. I'm gonna be honest.
Man, she's the best when she's at the lowest, man. Cause now, cause you know what I mean. She hasn't been digged down.
Oh,
she go for the extra evidence, man.
She fucking out of reluctance, nigga. You got second teeth and shit, like.
Yo, it's real talk, son. Cause like Anytime you snatch the bitch on the first walk back, son, it's gonna be horrible, son. She's gonna be trying to hurry up and get in and get out to get
Did
some
she
more.
snatch that 40 out your hand and suck the teeth like, think, all right.
Nah, that bitch, yo, she took that 40. Yo, she took that 40, and she was like, "Wee." And she get to take a shower. She get to motherfucking relax under the AC. Bitch gets so comfortable on the bed, she don't want to leave.
They
You
call
like,
me cheapy out there. I already
hell
know.
yes, man. But you know what? Them bitches know, like, yo, that's a guarantee. That's a guaranteed 2,000 pesos right there.
2,000.
Speaking pesos.
10,000
guaranteed.
pesos.
No, he said 2,000. What he
Oh, I
said.
think 10,000. I say,
Oh,
God
hell
dang.
no.
No.
No, them bitches know that's the guaranteed 2,000. Like every time they walk by and shit ain't going down, you're like, yo, that nigga right there, 2,000 pesos, man. That guarantee. I get to pay for the room for another week.
Hey, everybody gotta have a strategy, I guess.
All right,
Man, during that trip right there, that was like the height of the pandemic or height of the toca de queda. And dog, was you traveling during that time, Keith?
Yeah, I was. That was. Oh my god, bro.
Like I said, my first time in DR was December of 2020. No, yeah, December 2020 was my first trip to DR.
Okay, so
Bro,
they opened everything back up in July
I was
of that
staying.
year.
I was staying at Envy.
Bro. I remember when they had it at 5.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. What time was your curfew at?
It was 7, I believe. Yeah, it was 7 p.m. on the weekdays, and then they reduced
5
it to
on the weekends.
on the weekends, and then they did it to 12 p.m. on the weekends for a few weeks. That was wild.
Yeah, I was in Santo Domingo when they first started, like the first weekend of that, and I didn't believe it was gonna be able to be done. I got that on I have some video of that too.
I want to say our curfew was like 9.
Crazy.
Was like 9 p.m. I think our curfew was.
Yeah.
And but I was staying at Envy, so the party was at Envy every night. So
yeah, that made it
like
made it dope. Yeah, it forced like it changed the dynamic because by that time when it was at 9 o'clock curfew, it had people had got used to like working the system and all that. Because when we was down there, it was 9 o'clock as well, and but it also was a good strategy right there on the other side of New Garden because you chilling by the pool and we was watching the game and we had the whole little shit lit. But anybody that's outside that gate, we call that the Lions Den.
Yo, the comp was not playing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. When I was in Sasua, yo, I saw bitches getting hemmed up across the fence. Like they was not playing. Like when it was approaching curfew time, I saw niggas sprinting to their destination.
Right. I'm gonna try to do y'all a good I'm gonna try to do something right now.
Man, I was living like I would have a bitch all night, son, for 40. I wait till the last minute, man.
Yes, okay, so during that time, right? So 9 o'clock, right? The shit's about to hit the fan. I think there might have been 11 with 9 on the weekends when we was there. It was kind of late. But anyway, the strategy was you just all right, you want to bullshit outside that gate all night? Okay. At about 10 o'clock, when it's a wrap, all right, you can keep it moving, or y'all can come on the other side of this door and you know what I'm saying, y'all be good. And you had the curfew going, so you was locked into the next morning. So it was a strategy.
Yeah, like I said, I was
that I did
staying
any
at
of that
Envy,
shit,
so
but that's a strategy.
it was a party every night at Envy, and I was staying right there.
That's what I heard.
In my little pool suite, right around the corner from the little main area. Shit, man, that was the best time.
They fucked up. They really just fucked up because they had the quarantine shit like by the neck. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know how they went wrong. Like,
but after a while, everybody got used to everything. Like, as far as like my third trip of quarantine, like they had the taxi dudes with the licenses that could drive during all the time. You had the food delivery spots that was already, you know what I mean? They had like the essential underground essential working network set up. So
Yep.
you could do everything you needed to do except for go to the club and whatever. And if you
But
got
then,
caught on the street, you might be all right too. You know what I'm saying? If you had a couple pesos in your pocket.
yeah, but then they weren't really fucking with tourists like that.
Nope.
When they got to the point they weren't fucking with tourists like that, you could get bitches easy too, because bitches kind of jump on your arm talk about say you my boyfriend.
Yep.
Because if they weren't with the tourists, they get hemmed up across that fence.
You know, that shit was wild. But you know, it kind of hurt still. It kind of hurt the game a little bit too, because now these bitches started working off the phone. Once they started working off the phone, it kind of, you know what I mean? Now these bitches is dictating prices and shit like that, and price went crazy.
That shouldn't even be. I don't know. Like women dictating price. I don't know. Like that's just crazy to me. But yeah.
Yeah. But you know what I mean, you got some niggas that's just so thirsty, man. Like, you know what I mean? I gotta have her. I'm like, nigga, calm down, man. I mean, like,
you just gotta have her, man.
You can have her, but not for what the fuck she talking about. You know what I mean? Fuck that. You can have her, but not because now and then when niggas have her, you know what I mean? They know they got jerked, but they try to they try to sell it like, yeah, she was great, yeah, she was great for 42. Matter of fact, she was excellent for 40. I ain't never seen a bitch work that hard. You know what I mean? But when you pay these high prices and shit, you're never gonna get the best service because you know it's like the bitch put in no effort. So why? I mean, bitch put in no effort to get the money. So why put in effort to give you? Man, I still all them hoes still remember me, son. When I walk through, they be like, "Oh, Bobby, you back?" I say, "Yeah, bitch, I'll be right back." They be like, "Oh, God." I'm like, "I'll be right back." I mean, man, I only took like one hoe out to eat, man, but that bitch was she was the truth, nigga. She was the truth, man. She never asked for no tip. She never took no money. I mean,
Tip.
you know, this bitches be, ask for tips.
What?
Yeah, you got bitches out there ask for tip. I'm like, tip?
No propina for me? No propina for me?
Oh, you know that propina.
What? Talking about taxes for me?
Shit, but like never no tip. Like.
So what do you know in English?
Él dice que sabemos en inglés. En inglés nosotras.
Yes.
Muchas cosas. Apartamento. Carro. Money. Dinero. En inglés. Visa. Todo eso lo saben. Viajar. ¿Cómo que se dice?
Yeah.
¿Cómo se dice viajar?
Travel,
bitch.
Well, I think the last time I was down there, I was with my main hoe, and she was like, "How many girls I fuck with?" You know, she was going through her phone, showing me all the bitches in her phone and shit. You fucked her? I said, "Nah, not yet." Because she speak English too. She speak good English, so you know what I mean. I was telling her, yeah, I used to fuck like 10 bitches, just 14 bitches. She's like, you can't do that now. Nothing no two. I say, you on a bet? She said the minimum these bitches is charging us to sue is $100. I said, word. All right, watch this. Bitches going, yeah, all right.
You about to be on a Haitian diet.
You know what I mean? Nah, I still get the bitch that I want, man. If I see the bitch that I want, I know I'm gonna get her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, done.
But it ain't gonna be for what she wanted for.
I don't really like negotiate. Here's my price. I learned always always beat them to the punch when it comes to talking money. That's it. Beat them to the punch.
So you just go ahead and you offer your 200 off the rip, huh?
Baby girl, I ain't even gonna hold you. You gonna take this 200.
Right, I don't got time.
Hey, can you cut me a deal with 200? Like, oh, for 1 hour? God.
Oh man. But you know, there is a strategy. I mean, there is a strategy to get the girl that you want without overpaying. You know what I'm saying? First things first. You know, when you see these bros, act like you're not interested. You know what I mean? Just act like, oh man, why is she bugging me? You know what I mean?
No direct eye contact.
Yeah, I mean, you can hit him with the eye contact, but the only problem is, don't go to her. Let her come to you. If she comes to you, the price drops. You know,
that's true.
She keep on conversation with you, cool, and all that shit. You know what I mean? So you want to keep the longer she stay there talking to you, the lower the price get. You know what I mean? Because now she invested all this time, she got to come out with something. Be like, maybe later we could hang out. If she said okay and walk away, then the price gonna be up. But if she just stay there and be like, I just want to talk, and I was like, okay, the price go down. But you got to make it look like she convinced you that she's the one you want. You act brand new. But then while you acting brand new, you took up a lot of her time, and then she gonna know that you ain't brand new once she hear a price.
Man,
but I usually let them give me the price, because if they put something disrespectful, that's when I go with the lowest shit I could think of. Just a mad, just want to give them a mad insulting price.
Okay.
Because I don't be back and forth.
I don't incriminate.
Simple rubric, bomb. I bet next.
Now, because when you go back and forth a little bit, here's the thing, right? When you go back and forth a little bit, because the longer the bitch stay with you, right? You know what I mean? It's like, when you give her a low price and she was like, no, and she walk away, any other bitch looking, they gonna be thinking like, oh, I mean, I guess she was trying mad hard to get him, but she ain't get him. But even if she go to them bitches and say, oh, he cheapy, he want this and that, and they be like, all right, cool, yeah. But them same bitches that you just told is the same bitches gonna come by and shit like that. At least if she goes out there and tell the rest of them bitches, oh, you offering 2,000 pesos, he cheapy. Wait till this bitch leave. You're gonna see them bitches come over to you, and then you already know. She already let these bitches know the price. And then
that's all fine and dandy, but you're not pulling that off at the nighttime, bro.
Nighttime is the best time. That's what I'm talking about.
This nigga's lying.
I guarantee it nighttime, because you know what I mean? Because these bitches, you got some of these bitches that, feel like this shit's so good that they could come out at night. They're not gonna work all morning, they're gonna come out at night and shit like that. So, they come out, and when they're not getting picked or choose, what I mean, it looking bad. They have to get picked or choose, so that way they could say, they could bring their status up, like, yeah, I always leave with something and shit. You got 3 slots. You got 3 slots. And actually 2. I said 2. You got the afternoon, and you got the late. I mean, like fucking morning time. Like
I definitely caught one for about 1,500 one time.
Like, late. It was still warm from the seat was still warm from the last driver though.
Nah.
See what when they're that low,
you cut her out the lobby at the hotel. She just was leaving the other room.
Now, when they that low,
yeah,
they
ain't been digged down. Yeah, they haven't been digged down that much. For the day, they haven't got digged down for the day. So the lower that's how you know you're gonna have a good one because the ones that haven't been digged down all day because the price some of them don't even argue with the price. They just like okay and go because they that sun beaming down on their ass. You know what I'm saying? They just got the phone call from their house and shit talking about we school fees due and shit like that. But what I mean? The landlord came and want the money for the so these are I mean, I just know I got my strategy. Trust me, man. You can get it at night, and you can get a bad one too at night. I mean, official baddie at nights. I'm telling you, man. It's just how you play your strategy, man. One thing you need, and another thing too. You can't be around a whole bunch of niggas. You know what I'm saying? If you kind of like stray away and let the bitch see that you stray away. That means she think that she's gonna control the situation, which is the opposite. You know what I mean? But when you're around your whole boys and everything like that, and she's there and all your boys are looking, and you know what I mean, then the price goes up because she's flirting around with all the boys and all the boys like yeah. The thirst pack comes heavy. The thirst pack comes heavy.
They gonna outbid each other.
Mm-hmm. And she gonna line y'all up to outbid each other. Shit.
Nah.
So you gotta break from you gotta like slowly break from the pack, like act like I'm gonna go over here to the bar and grab a little beer and just always have that clueless smile on your face.
Clueless smile.
They be like, oh, yeah. There's mad traps like you could catch, man. There's mad traps you can get, man. Never fucking negotiate with a bitch in pair. You know what I mean? Never. Yeah, that's the worst one right there.
Tell us, Super, about the time you overpaid.
Time I overpaid. I think that was my first time in Sasua. I was buying pussy for 1,000 pesos, and the bitch was like, no, look at me so right. And they, you know what I mean. And the time was, and I thought like, you know what I mean, everything going to shut down, and I said, you know what, let me just give her 3,000 pesos, man. I said, okay, 3,000. She's like, oh, okay, see. I was like, oh man, shit hurt me when I paid the 3,000 and shit like that. But yeah, that was like the only time like I gave it to a bitch price and shit like that. And it was horrible, son. It was horrible, man.
The experience horrible.
Yeah, it was horrible.
I feel like the higher you pay, the not so like the more mid it get. You feel me? Like
they don't feel like they got to work for that tip. There, you got it.
Yeah, and the bitch asked for a tip on top of that. Shit was fast, and the bitch just, you know what I mean. I felt cheated. I felt like I got my money's worth, man. I had to run downstairs and buy a condom too because I ran out.
God damn, Western Union. God damn.
Shit was hard out here, man. Shit was hard. But then but that was like my first time in Sasua. I already navigated the whole Boca Chica. I already know how to navigate that. I never knew how to navigate Sasua. So when I went to Sasua now, it was like totally different. Like I was like, damn, I think this is the big leagues. These bitches are real.
Hey, and Backpack trying to convince me to go to Boca Chica. Come on now.
Boca
Chica.
Santo Domingo. Go to Boca Chica for the beach, enjoy yourself, the water. But Santo Domingo is where you want to be at.
Yeah, Boca Chica bitches went down like the
it fell
quality.
off.
The quality went down bad, son.
It's a sewer though, like.
Yeah, it's so true. Like I've seen the same bitch in the same clothes all day and shit, and then she switch it up around when it's time to go to the casino. She switch it up, some little dirty rags and shit. But yeah, like the quality went down, but these bitches won't bring their price up. That shit make no sense. But the reason why a lot of these bitches bring their price up, like I said, man, they playing the phone game. You know what I mean? They playing the phone game. Poppy, no food in the house. You hungry? Me hungry. But yet still, you looking at timeline. This bitch got lobster, shrimp, and shit like that. Look at I guarantee you, if y'all look at the timeline in your WhatsApp with these bitches, you gonna see these bitches.
Man, you just triggered a thought that I forgot. I forgot screenshotted a couple chicks that I've been seeing on WhatsApp because I wanted to say it's a trick, and if you got it, a chick has screenshotted thank you with a new pair of AirPod Pros, and I'm like, oh yeah, somebody in the States definitely playing the gift game.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen bitches with iPhone 3. I mean, the most expensive iPhones and shit. Makeup. Their fucking bedroom, and they had their son, and then they had some nigga in the video too, and they acting like me primo, me home, me brother and shit. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. Nice act.
And then they eat, and then it's the one that gets me. The bitches that hit you up talking about me don't have no food and that me hungry. One bitch said she was homeless, right? Like she don't have no place to go. She lost the house and shit like that. But yesterday I see her in cars. She doing timelines and driving around in cars. Eating at fucking restaurants and shit, dancing in the Dominican club, not even a regular club, Dominican club. On the beach, doing all type of shit. I said, "Oh, word, you want a high class homeless bitch." I see. Talking about you sick and you on an ATV.
Oh yeah. That's the thing about them that they can't withstand, bro. It's like they can't withstand not taking pictures at these hotels and shit. And I stayed at a lot of hotels, so I see, I be busting, not busting them out in public, but just in my mind, like, bitch, I know that's the lobby at such and such. That's the carpet at this room. Like every one of your pictures on your Instagram is in a hotel room. You know what I'm saying? So you trying to portray all this flossy shit. Yeah. Every one of your pictures was a night where you know what I'm saying? Like,
chap your daughters.
There you go. Let me tell you one thing. Dominicans, they stunt on each other hard.
Yeah, before them other ones.
Like harder than we do in the States, I feel. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
Like you stayed at Europa last night? Well, I stayed at Infinity Blue.
Yeah. Or they'll come in there and start taking all kind of pictures in the villa, like immediately.
Like yo, man, like what's wrong with you?
Like
my room and shit. Like, get out of here.
Like if you're gonna do a pregame, before your trip, and you on these dating websites and shit, things you need to look for. Like, you know what I mean? If you see a bitch take a picture by the pool, that's a bad no.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, the nicer the place you see her pictures, if you know where she lives at, all right, you've seen a picture of her house, and if every picture proportionately nicer than where she was, it's a no. You see a chick every time she's in these big ass villas chilling by the pool. Oh yeah,
it's a big no. You gotta leave that. You want the bitch with the zinc roof, like when she take
you go. You want
picture, you see the roof with the zinc and the tent and the what you call a tent roof, this shit with the wood.
You want the 10 top.
And you see chicken around. Yeah,
perfect. That's the one. That's the keeper. That's
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, y'all wow, man.
hey, that's crazy. I cut my other live on the other channel, yeah, so it could go in. But that's the truth shit right there, boy. You get the 10 tops and they be in the bathroom, they take the bucket bath. That's the one you want right there.
Those are the ones you want right there. You know what I mean? Because yeah, you could do a lot with that one.
Well, I'm saying that she might not be all super tricked out necessarily yet either. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't all.
All the baddest bitches I got had that zinc rooftop, son. All the baddest one I caught was at the zinc rooftop. You know what I mean? But the only now the thing with these bitches with the zinc rooftop, 99.9% they got one or two babies.
So
you know what I mean?
99%.
I don't know, 99.9%.
God damn.
You got 1%. You got 1%, man. That shit is some luck. But
well, I do know one person, so yeah, that is 1%, I guess, because I do know one, literally.
Yeah.
Not yet, huh?
Yeah, but you see the ones that, with the bedroom, with the big bed and shit, and the, all that shit, and the big ass teddy bears, and man, be wary of them bitches. They got a boyfriend. Anytime you see a bitch with a big teddy bears in her fucking room and shit like that, she got a boyfriend or she,
She's a Chinese, like she eater, like it's one or the other.
She's taking care. The money you sending is going to him. She's taking care of him, making sure he's straight.
And or she's working for him.
Exactly. So these are tips like for new niggas that don't know, like so that way you don't get caught out there, man. Like look for the pictures with the big ass teddy bears and them and shit. All right, she got a nigga, and your money's going straight to him. You know what I mean?
This Santana barbershop here in Santo Domingo, over there, back where them cars is at, it's like a car wash.
Yeah,
man, that should be lit.
Yeah, is that Ferrari?
Esther, right or not? It's an Esther.
Yeah, that's the one right next to Mr. Grill. We went there to eat.
No, there's more than one Mr. Grill.
Yeah, but this the one, like the one. I mean, I know there is more than one. You're correct. There's even one in Santiago.
Santo Domingo, though. If you remember.
You say what?
What neighborhood?
It's not far from the Caribe tours, like I guess Este is across the bridge, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. The one with the Santana barbershop, that one. The oldest Mr. Grill, the first one.
Like Piantini then.
Yeah, this ain't I don't know, maybe Piantini. I don't see the KFC. That's where y'all went and ate across the street from Mr. Grill.
No, we ate at the one in El Minar, not the one on Piantini. It was nearby though. It was nearby.
Oh yeah, this is actually a good folder, y'all. Let me see what else is in this folder here.
Hey, Mark, quick question about your Insta360. So, do you keep all your footage inside your Insta360? Because the only way you can manipulate it is by having it in there. Because once you delete it, you basically gone and left with only what you exported.
Yeah. So what I do is, and that's what taxes my computer, like, because it's like 128 gigs every time. Boom. So I just dump that on my laptop and drop that into a hard drive. Or you can upload it to your phone too, but
you can't edit it afterwards, though, right?
Yeah, you can edit it afterwards.
How do you edit it afterwards?
Yeah, like right now, you looking at the window of the 360 program. So I have all my footage in folders. I dropped the whole folder in here, right? I can make changes to these edits and shit like that, and then and it's saving it all the time, right? And then once you exit out, when I come back in, it'll still be how I left it. Kind of like iMovie.
Yes, see, I've never done it that way. The only way I've ever done it is editing on my phone and then export it. So you telling me if I just drag and drop all the video footage into a folder, I can go into that program and
edit it as you wish. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna start doing that then, because I actually bought a memory card so I can leave it on. I can leave the footage from my last trip on the memory card I already had.
Yeah.
Now, when it comes to doing lives and shit, right? How can you take your live and put it into one of these video editors and edit it through there, and then put it back
Okay.
on YouTube?
The way you do that is if you got your StreamYard. I don't know if you got to do the pay service where it's recording it, and then you
So not the
Oh,
budget one, not the budget one.
oh man,
because I was actually in the process of doing the best of, because like when y'all was snapping off or Rob and Big Cap was going at it, you know what I mean? I try to like
yeah, I wanted
write
somebody
notes
to edit that shit, man.
and
For a nigga, man.
put the time where it went down so I can go back and grab them later and just cut that shit to get like a
Like I'm on.
best
See, I
of
was
the
trying to
live.
cut it. I was trying to cut it and edit it with the YouTube editor and shit, but that shit was not working.
The best way to do it, you doing it with a laptop, just do screen record that shit.
No, you don't even got to do screen record. You can type in Google, download YouTube video, and then just put it in there. And then once you export it,
what do you use to rip the YouTube?
I can't remember the site name specifically, but I do YouTube downloader, and then one of those ones at the top, you can use it to download.
See, I got one. It's funky. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I try it 2 or 3 times and they go through. Then I got another one that my dog hooked me up with, but it has some crazy pop-ups. Like, and I'm like, no, this shit's probably jacking all my information. And it worked really easy, but I was like, this shit has some weird pop-ups. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this shit was in like Chinese and shit. I'm like, this shit probably just took my whole life away real quick. This is in the mixer.
Okay, this is the club with the pool in it that backpack be so hype on, where everybody be sitting down.
This is one of them. So I'm editing right now, right? So I can know it. All right. So yeah.
No, this is not even my favorite.
Mixer is lit. And then like down there, beyond there, there's like another club within the club. But when this has all been added in the last like 2 years, it's top like the pools and stuff up here. Before it was just open, and the DJ booth was actually over here. It wasn't over there.
And I got one more tip for niggas too. Like, I be getting these hoes. Like, for them niggas that be, them niggas that be getting approached by them niggas that talk about, yo, I got 25 bitches. I'm gonna take you to a house and shit like that.
Yeah.
All right,
oh man.
All right, boom. Go to the house and shit. Find out where it's at. Boom. Once you find out where it's at and shit, don't get none of the bitches. Look for the bitch that you do like. Look for the bitch that you do like, and then you want to find the local bus. You want to find where the local bus stop is, and you want to wait out there. You want to wait out there, like close to the week, for the weekend come, because the bitch is gonna be off on the weekend. So you're gonna see her coming down to the bus stop, and that's when you bag the bitch. So that way you ain't paying no $160 or no shit like that. You can get that bitch for like, probably like 3,000 pesos and shit like that. But you gotta be careful for the contra niggas, because sometimes them niggas be watching these bitches. So you gotta do that real slick. You gotta act like you just saw the bitch on the street and shit like that.
This nigga big super battle tested for real.
Yeah, for sure.
Or you could cop that bitch for the low. You know what I mean? She might, find out when you at the spot though, find out where she from. When she said where she from, oh, I'm from over here. I'm like, all right, cool. You get a number and shit at the bus stop, never in that spot. Don't let them see you get the number in the spot, but they know
exactly. Yeah, you gotta be on the low.
Yeah, they gonna press the bitch like, yo, what are you doing? You trying to take money from that? Nah, don't do that shit. Find out where she from and shit like that. And they're like, okay. Next time. And then act like it's straight coincidence when you see the bitch at the bus stop and shit.
Oh, what are you doing here?
But that's the thing about the Caribe tourist trip. Do you know when you catch that early bus, like about the 8 or 9 o'clock bus in Santo Domingo on like a Thursday or a Friday morning?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they be all going to Sosua. Any bad chick you see on the bus, she going up there to work. And because you stay on the bus, you're going to see her get off and you're going to see her the whole weekend. You're going to be like, yo, I was a damn fool. I could have cut at you at the bus stop when you was in Santo Domingo.
Yeah,
you
nigga.
know what I'm saying? I done seen you all weekend, knowing what you doing, getting mileage from you. You know, I could have been and got a ride before you put them extra miles on there. And I caught you in your rawest form before you didn't hit the little, you know, because they only pay 500 pesos for a night at a hotel. The chicas. I got some good hoe friends. They tell me everything.
Well,
At Avi, they stay in the room for 500
yeah,
pesos.
like 10, 20 cash. It's light. I'm like,
And
what?
it'd be like 4 of them in a room.
Crammed.
New Garden got a room like that too. I stayed directly across from it.
Another whole tip. Them same motor contra niggas that be talking about they got 25 bitches and all that other shit that be trying to take you to these houses and shit. Talk to the nigga. But when I mean talk to the nigga, be like, oh man, you know, so how long you been living in Sasua? He's gonna say, oh, I don't live in Sasua. You want to get the nigga to tell you where he live at. That's the key. So that way you wanna buck that nigga. So that way you wanna walk the neighborhoods and shit and find out where that nigga live. Once you find out where that nigga live or area that he be living in, that nigga won't fuck with you again about no I got hoes. I got 25 hoes because now you know where the nigga live at and shit like that. So you know what I mean?
This the
you
club
can get the local bitches around his neighborhood. And they way more cheaper. I mean, yeah, you can get them for a meal.
What the hell is this?
This spot is that. This is that club that's inside the mixer as well. I'm just looking through this.
Yeah, this
trying to back
like
that
fucking DJ.
Yeah, this is definitely Mog TV only footage for real.
Yo, I had this one little skinny joint and it's a sore man. She was so fucking bad. We did a porn together and everything, man. I lost the bitch info, man. Like you could tell it was the first day on the job, man. I didn't take full advantage of that joint, man. Yo, damn if I could find that bitch. She was fucking sexy. I still got the video too. Oh man, yo, she was so fucking beautiful, man. Like that, the long hair Indian bitches, man. Oh man, you know, nice little slim joint, man. Damn, I go to Sasua looking for her, but you could tell like she just came down from the mountains that one time.
Yeah, the chicks from the mountains is awesome.
What the fuck mountain? What the fuck mountain y'all talking about?
They be from the
Like-
Campo.
Yeah, like you know when you when you're about to come to Sasua and shit
You
like
be
that.
traveling through the little spots. And you
Yeah,
see the little,
that long ass curvy road with the ditch.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, and then you come up on top of the mountain, and you can see the water. You like say you like 20 or 30 minutes out, you're gonna come up to the top of the mountain. You can see the water, the beach, and all that shit. You're like, all right. In them little areas, like I always like to stop in one of them little stores and shit like that. And the longer you stay at the store, like say I'm gonna pull over and just have a beer and chill, you're gonna start seeing bitches coming downstairs, you know what I mean, throwing on whatever they can throw downstairs with a few pesos just to get like let's get like a sugar or some rice. Fronting on that, you know what I mean? They know what time it is, son. And you could bag them like there too, son.
yeah.
Like, hola.
This is a villa. That look funny that I stayed in.
I might stay in Sasua for 2 weeks during Halloween.
I stayed in this villa 2 different times. On New Year's, and then we stayed in again on March. The shit was lit.
Yeah,
I kind of want to stay in a villa, but man, them joints be too far, man.
This was in Santo Domingo.
Oh god.
So this is like when I took another set of my cousins. Like it was one of them. Actually, it was only one of them's first time. Everybody's second time, and one cousin's first time. This was in March. Then we had that was the housekeeper and the cook.
Yeah, I'll be fucking the housekeeper. I ain't gonna hold you. Son.
Hey, she was on it too. That's funny because my cousin was on her at the end.
Yeah.
For real. She was straight up like.
The housekeeper though, man. Like, yo, what are y'all doing out
Yeah,
there?
no limits for real. Shit.
Yo,
if you get the right one,
out here, man.
if the bitch is hot, you can fuck her, son.
Yeah, but even look now, this is our housekeeper, right?
Like, y'all really gonna fuck that?
I mean, but she was like 30. She was 30, 36 years old.
Yo.
Blah blah blah. But check this out. Check this out. The next morning, right, or that night, like you seen what I had. Oh, you didn't see what I had. I didn't show it.
You hit it from us, J-Mark. Come on.
Yeah, I had a whole squad upstairs.
Okay.
Yo.
The next morning, or this, I don't even know if it was near. Like,
yo, hold on, y'all niggas ever fuck the bitch that be cleaning the rooms?
Nah, never.
Oh man, I fucked the broad that was cleaning the room. My other boys stayed at another hotel, so I went over there to wake them up. I went over there to wake
inside our kitchen.
I went over there to wake them up. I'm like, yo, come on, yo, what we gonna do for the day? So the housekeeper came in with some towels and shit like that, and she was like, "Oh, you want me to clean?" I said, "Hold up, damn." She was holding. I was like, "Hold up." I'm back. I say, yo, I want you. I tell her, you got a man. She's like, nah. All right, cool, yo. I say, yo, I want you right now, yo. And she was like, I don't know. I gotta work my boss. I said, act like you're gonna bring up some towels. I say, yo, we need some towels. Yo, she came up to the room talking about she's gonna clean and put some towels in there. Man, I was beating her cheeks crazy, son. And for 2,000 pesos, I give her like 2,000 pesos, man. So I said, all right, cool.
Man, y'all ain't got no limits like backpacks here, man.
Oh man, that shit is hella crazy. And then now every time I see her in Boca Chica, I be putting my head down. When I see the bitch. But I see it coming in and out of other hotels. So I say, oh, okay, bitch.
This nigga.
Oh, man. Yeah, I stay fucking the hotel staff, son.
Yeah, that's
too bad, though.
I don't even think of that kind of shit.
I do. Shit, sometimes they be bad.
Yeah, they be bad, so they fuck.
I never did it.
They don't, but like, damn, y'all, like,
yo, I used to go like Frio Hut. I freak in Frio Hut. There's this waitress, right? I thought she was a good girl. You know what I mean? Come to work every day and all that. My man told me, yo, he tried to fuck her, but she wanted she told him to leave $70 in the bathroom or some shit like that. And blah, blah, blah. I said, what? That bitch said, what? The fucking time I could have smashed that shit. And ever since that day, I kind of look at broads over there different, man. I say, yo, man, every bitch could get it.
Facts, that's facts.
Every bitch could get it. You just got to apply the right pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's why in the beginning, when I was going over there, I didn't go to Sosua. Like I said, I didn't find that. I went to Sosua on my first trip, but I didn't unlock the Sosua till like my third trip. And I was like, word, this is how it's just really laying down. But everywhere else my cab dude was taking me, just regular chicks was approaching was the same difference. Now, of course, they all asking for something at some point in time, but it was just like, word, this shit's like this easy and this crazy.
Yeah. I mean, like, if I was living over there, like, say if I was living over there and shit like that, then yeah, it'll be a little different. I'll have more time to, be some on my savage shit. But it's hard. Like when you there for like a couple weeks or a month and shit like that, you know what I mean. You really don't have time to kick game and shit like that. So when niggas say, yo, they be fucking for free, I don't think they lying. You could fuck for free, you know what I mean? Because if the bitch know you live there, if the bitch know you live there and shit like that, you got your own place, you know what I mean? She knows she got a hot bath, hot meal, and TV and internet all day.
Because it's something I know for a fact. No such thing as free. Like, He take
I mean,
he's making something up on the back end. I know that for a fact.
yeah,
Like,
hot bath instead of that cold ass bucket water.
Yeah, you might have ate good at your
yeah,
spot.
you let them tell it. I'm calling cap.
Nah, I mean, you could. I mean, I literally because I see it could happen because when these bitches know you're going back to the state, you know what I mean? They know you're not coming back to like probably maybe a year from now or a few months from now. So to them, you know what I mean? It don't make sense to even try to put in that work because what if the nigga what about the next nigga come and he's here for full stay. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather give the nigga for a full stay some pussy, you know what I mean, on the humble because he's there for a full stay. Whether if I need a couple hundred later on, a
It's
couple
long
hundred,
game. You're playing
yeah,
the long game.
you know, bitch will come over, cook, clean, and fuck. You know what I'm saying? And if the price of admission for that is way more cheaper um, than what you would be paying if you're on a weekend stay. It's like if you book if you go, it's like this. Like if you book a hotel for, like, say you're gonna stay for 2 weeks, your hotel, you might be paying for like $300, $400 for the hotel. But say if you're gonna stay a whole month, you're paying like less than that. You book a hotel, you book a Airbnb, or yeah, you book an Airbnb for a month, you're gonna be paying damn near like $200 or even less than that for a whole month. But if you try to book an Airbnb for a couple of weeks, you're gonna pay way more. So it's the same applies. Like if you're gonna go there for a couple of weeks, the bitch is gonna take as much as she can out of you. But if you're gonna be there for if you're gonna be living there for a while, then you know what I mean, the bitch gonna be like, all right, cool, just in case, mommy kicked me out or some shit. I go stay with my boyfriend.
But exactly, that's exactly what you'll become at that point.
Mm-hmm.
If you hit me for free, that's your girl, or at least that's what she
Man.
thinks in her mind.
Yeah, once they say you my boyfriend, that you gotta listen to words too, fellas.
Yep.
When bitches say yo her boyfriend, that means you fucking for free. But if she say shit like papi, mi amor,
Yeah, that's
fuck
that
that.
juicing. She juicing you.
Yeah, anytime bitch say, the bitches that say papi, okay, that means she's consider you a Western Union nigga. The bitches that says mi amor, that means you're her vacation bitch and shit. So she knows when you're coming, and she's already lined up. She's already lining you up when you come. But when they start calling you Poppy and shit, that means what I mean, she gonna be begging you for a whole bunch of shit to send her a whole bunch of shit on Western Union. She need time on the phone, which I don't get. um, or she gonna talk about she hungry, she been in the hospital. The poppy bitches, they're the ones who love to tell you that they're in the hospital and all that other shit. The Mia Moore bitches, you know what I mean, they like to imply that, you know what I mean, we're together, so you need to take care. Why don't you take care of me and shit like
Yeah, I'm your girl. You love
yeah.
me, right?
But the ones that say, yo, me boyfriend. He me boyfriend. Okay. You can shoot up in that club anytime you want, son. And I had all three. But
Which
can
one?
you
Which
tell
one costs the most?
um the the poppy. The poppy bitches
Poppy.
cost the most. That's when I was new to the game, son. I didn't know no better. You know what I'm saying? I got caught with the West. Now the Mia Moore bitches, this I think their game is tapping their phone up. You know what I mean? They're gonna be asking you to tap their phone up and shit like that, and then party be like, yo, You know, tap if you're looking at it like it's nothing. Tapping a phone up is pretty much nothing. So like what? You could use $5, $10 to tap a phone up, $20 and shit like that. But then every month this bitch is talking about tap up, and then she want to send you naked pictures and all. But if you want naked pictures and shit like that, tap a phone up and all that bullshit. Um, what else? So yeah, if you could get a bitch that say, "Yo, me boyfriend" or some shit like that, yeah, you can do a lot with that bitch, and for cheap too. Now you still gonna spend a little something, but you know it's gonna be more of a when y'all go out. You know what I mean? She's gonna go to places that's more economically friendly and shit. When you
Yeah,
got a
she
Mia
gonna.
Moore bitch, yeah, when you got a Mia Moore bitch, she's gonna let you choose the place because she know you're not gonna stay in no little shit box, go no little no bum restaurant. And another thing, like bitches that be taking pictures of the food when y'all go out, yeah,
What
yeah,
about them?
yeah. When bitches take pictures of the food that y'all going out with, you know what I'm saying? She got other niggas, man. She got a whole line of niggas waiting. Those are the Mia Moore bitches. She got a whole bunch of vacation boyfriends. You know what I'm saying? So that yeah, that's one thing to look out. So don't feel like you're special and shit like that. You know, she got a whole yeah. When them hoes start taking pictures, they got flooded of whole niggas. You know what I mean? They got niggas on schedule when they coming. That's why they ask you
Yeah,
when you
the
coming.
more they in their phone, the more they working.
Hmm. But
Facts.
when you got the me boyfriend bitches, they're rarely in their phone. They're really jealous. You know what I mean? They have a jealous tendencies and shit like that. So that's why they will take you to places where the waitress staff ain't hot, or you know what I mean, there's not a lot of bitches. And more than likely they want you to stay at their crib when you come and shit like that. They'll pack you up out of the hotel and say, no, you come stay with me. And they try to keep you in the fucking house all fucking day. And then when y'all do go out, you know what I'm saying? Um, y'all go in places where you know what I mean, where there's no hoes, regular bitches. You're not going no place and shit like that, and damn sure you ain't going to a university. You know what I'm saying? And if you do go to a university, she's
All
bringing
right.
the ugliest fucking friend she can find, and say, this is me, hombre or homebro or whatever. I'm on, yeah, or shit like that. They gonna bring the ugliest bitch they can find when you go to the university. Say, this is me friend.
How many houses have you visited, Soup?
Um, I say 3. And here's the problem when you go. Like I've been to 3 houses. I've been to 3 bitches' houses, but one of them, visiting the family. That's the worst fucking thing you could do. Visit the family, son.
Yeah.
You'll be
That
kept.
means you're in a relationship now.
Hostage. Yeah, they gonna hold you hostage. Your
Yeah,
first
hey.
time in the family,
Oh
they gonna
man,
hold you hostage. You cannot leave. Even if you tell them, yo, I gotta
man.
go somewhere, you're not going
Yeah.
nowhere. The
Until
mother
they
gonna
cook for
No,
you.
Yeah, the mother gonna cook for you. You know what I
the
mean? You're gonna see
grandmother.
you're gonna see aunts and uncles coming out of the fucking woodworks, cousins and all type of shit. And they gonna
Man,
keep you there. They gonna have the bed flowing. You gonna be the nigga paying the bed, having the
that
bed
too, that
flowing.
too, that too. You're gonna be you the VIP. But I've had even like my first situationship down there. But yeah, her pops, he kicked it to me like he was like, I'm gonna make sure that she ain't gonna be doing nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't gonna, gonna make sure that you know what I mean? Like they strategy was there. They meet the gringo, they link up, just like if you was it's like old world, like you got somebody come from a whole nother shit. I felt like I was being like paraded and shit, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, it was hostage. Like they picked me up from the airport every trip. They took me home. They didn't want to leave me out their sights, like because they was like they knew if I got outside of their zone and I seen what else was out there, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Or you know that everybody was like you a valuable commodity and shit.
Yeah, once you go to these bitches' communities and shit like that, son.
Yeah.
Yo, you hate yourself, man. You hate this. You look at this bitch and hate her because you're like, God damn, look at all these fire bitches around here.
Yeah.
Yo, I hate you, bitch.
Man, I did that. I did the family dinner thing a couple different times. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, we finna, come over here, we cook, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right. I walked, and then the cousins started arriving. I'm like, man, and they like, yeah, this is my boyfriend. This is my boyfriend. I'm like, oh my god, like, that's your cousin? Oh, wow.
And a sister. Oh man, I had
sisters.
this brother.
Oh, I didn't know you had another sister. Oh yeah, she don't live here. She live in Santiago. Oh man,
yo, the bitch that had in Santiago, her sister was so fire, son. Oh man, I was trying my hardest not to look, but I couldn't stand it, man. I had to look, man. And she went and got me some juice and shit. She's like, what you want to drink? I was like, oh, pineapple. This bitch ran to the store, got some pineapple juice and shit. I said, oh, my fucking God. I gotta get out of here before this shit get ugly.
And they don't go into like a little community like you were saying, like in the Campo.
Yeah.
I went to is my dude I work with. His grandfather got like 500 acres in the DR.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm listening, Bobby. Right
and
back.
He I ended up getting cool. I'm cool with my boy, but like it's his grandpa, so he don't hang with his grandpa. But like he hears my DR story, so he was like, you gotta meet my opposite. I want to meet his grandpa because he told me about all the land that his grandpa has. So after a couple of trips, I eventually got his grandpa's number. And our trips overlapped. So he was down there when I was down there, and I went to finally go and see his land. And I took my drone out there, and it's like out in the middle of the countryside and shit. But he's got some people that live on the land that kind of work it. So when we got there, they had cooked like from they had some chicken and rice, but it was all from the land. All the chicken was the chickens they raised there. They had cows and whatever. But the dude's daughter, like when we got there, it was him, his wife, his daughter, his son. But his daughter, she was probably like early 20s or whatever. But when we showed up, from the time that we showed up to when we ate dinner, and they had went and changed their whole, it was her daughter, and I don't know if it was a niece, but it was another one. And I was just trying to be respectful, but I knew that when they came back, like we got there, we had like a beer or something. Somebody ran to the store, like Soup said, they like, you want something to eat? You want this? You want that? It's like, hey, we cooking. So then we went and we walked the land. I flew the drone. We was gone for about 30, 40 minutes. Then when we finally came back, they was done. It was time for us to eat. The girl and her cousin or whoever that was, they had went and changed into whole two new chicks. You know what I'm saying? They was mad flirty, like they was trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? I knew what the deal was and shit. I was just like, wow. And everywhere I've gone, I've been in the Campo in the countryside, and you meet somebody at the store or something like that. They see you out there. They be like, first they wonder like, how the hell you wander way out here? Especially if you don't speak Spanish, but it'd be some baddies and they be on you. That's where you find one out in the away from the city. Then you find you a fine ass good girl, or as good as you think she is, that ain't been tainted by the inner city clubs of Santo or the bowels of the streets of Sasua. Keith's spot. Is this thing still on, guys?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I said I was gonna do a quick panel reaction to this video I loaded up to see if y'all the hit it or quit it. We can start without Super. It's a creep cam reaction. Where's my video at? So Val, when did you get your drone?
I got it when Thursday.
Okay, you got no flight
Thursday,
ticket?
yeah. I'm about to start using it tomorrow. I still didn't use it yet.
I haven't flown. Did it come? Do you have the remote? You got to put your phone in, or do you have that universal remote they got?
I gotta put my phone into it. It looks like.
Yeah. Okay. No, they have a DJI has another remote. I think it costs like $500. I can look
Oh
it up.
damn.
But it works. I think across the different drones, and you don't got to use your phone. It's got its own dedicated thing. So
Okay.
I've had my phone fuck up on me before, like mid-flight, and the phone like glitch out.
Yo, chill.
Yeah, and
For real?
I mean, your phone will return, the drone will return to home and land where it
Oh,
took off.
okay.
But you
I
got to
thought
set
it was
all
just
that
like
shit up.
drop from the sky or some
No, it
shit.
won't
Like,
drop from the
oh.
sky. It won't drop from the sky.
Oh shit.
Yeah, DJI is a good drone. Like I said, they're like the Sony of the drone world.
Thanks. I can't wait to get my shit cracking tomorrow. So speaking of which, I'm probably about to hit the hay right now. My eyes is getting a little heavy. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, thanks for having me on the panel, bro. I'm probably gonna talk to you tomorrow.
Thanks for pulling up. I hit y'all. I hit you.
No problem.
What time is it? You got a gimbal keys outside of the Osmo? That's what I'm talking about right here. 309. From 309. So that shit's probably gonna be more if you get a different one. Let's see here. So it's not compatible with everything. What the fuck? 3 and the Pro. I'm getting tired too. Oh, excuse me. Shit, I'm finna shut it down too. It's almost 4:30.
All right, player. All right.
Yeah. I was looking at this thing. I don't know what drone you said you had again.
I got the DJI Mini SE.
Not the drone. Cause you see like this remote that they sell. It's like I thought it was
Already
universal
built in.
so you don't got to use your phone and shit. It's the one that's set up for it.
Yeah, it don't
Go
work. It don't work with all the drones.
No, I thought it did. This one says Mavic 3, the Mavic 3 Cine, the Mini 3 Pro. But I know it's one of the bundles you buy with one of the newer drones. This was the remote that came with it if you bought the, the value pack or whatever. So I thought it was across them all. But the Mini 3 Pro, I mean, I'm sure that one's dope. Yeah, it's $900. So yeah.
I'll let you know with my SC Life.
The SC Life. It just probably got everything yeah, just the combo right here. Well, yeah, man. Thanks for pulling up.
That's all good, player.
I'm trying to
I'll
push some
holler
shit
at you.
out. But yeah, we'll holler back.
All right, player.
Peace. All right, folks. Thank y'all for pulling up. Kind of impromptu live. Shout out to Keith. Throwing some traffic my way. Tomorrow I'm going live with my boys on my the Buzz Live. Do the little sports talk. I think I'm gonna start doing a tomorrow is the first episode of Game of Thrones spinoff House of Dragons. So when I get done watching the episode, I'm gonna get on, try to talk my shit about that. So thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.